Okay, I think this thing is on. I hope this thing's on. I hope I still remember how to start a live stream. Yep. We're live. Fuck it, we're doing it live. This is just a random stream. It's just a live stream. Not gonna be like the last one. I'm not gonna get shit-faced drunk on this one. I figure I just do a live stream to chat, chill, contemplate, think, ask people questions, and go from there. Because I'm kind of at a loss right now for what to do. And I've got a fucking massive headache. But let's see. Hangouts link is in the chat. I'm putting this in my Discord as well. Chill stream. Join if you want. And link. And I know I shouldn't, but I might be putting this on Twitter too. Because I don't care. So we got two people watching. Well, one of them's probably me. I wonder who the other person watching is. Okay, that's all done. That's all done. And that's all done. Okay, there we go. But yeah, it's been a busy last couple days. And I kind of started off this morning hoping to carry on forth with plans and ideas to kind of repair my place that kind of got shut down, pissed on, and shit on. So my ideas and my plan ain't gonna work. So I'm stuck trying to contemplate a new plan. Hence the reason why I'm live streaming. Bounce ideas off people if they want to bounce ideas off of share ideas with me. Or just, if you want to come by, hang, say hi, chat, you do that as well. Stupid fucking lighter. Ah. Shit. Be back. And great. Only light is broke, and let's see if one of these other spent ones good. There we go. Cool. But yeah, I originally planned on moving my home 14 foot back and about 2 to 3 foot higher in the air, and I've been told I can't do that. So now I'm trying to come up with what I'm gonna do next, because I can raise my place up, which is a 16 by 80 single wide trailer. I can raise my place up where it's at. Problem is I won't have a foundation underneath of it. So I'll be stuck with the same issue I'm having now with the trailer sinking down into the ground. And there's a chance that the trailer will twist, buckle, and or collapse in on itself if it gets raised because of the age and how old it is and the type of damage that's been done to it. So I can leave it where it's at and take a chance of getting flooded again. But I also lose another problem. I can't get a new trailer fully to repair the insulation. And that brings up a new problem. With the insulation being damaged and wet, the flooring, which is chipboard, is slowly starting to deteriorate. So, and not only that, but the trailer being back in 1994 is when it was put down. So, trailer's damn near 25, 26 years old. It's the original furnace unit in it. That's probably going to be replaced before too long. It's the original water heater in it. That's most likely going to be replaced because it's been repaired I don't know how many times and it doesn't work worth a damn holy. Sections of the floor is collapsing in on itself in places. They're soft. The wall is only about 4 inches thick with about 2 inches of insulation, so it doesn't hold heat worth a damn. It doesn't cool worth a damn. So it gets stuck asking the question, is it worth fixing this place? Or is it worth getting another place?
So we best get off on this live stream and start talking about insurance, eh?
Insurance, huh?
Oh, I'm not suggesting anything like, illegal to do with insurance. Just talking about matches, that's all. And maybe insurance.
I don't have insurance. There's no insurance on this place.
Why don't you have insurance on this place?
Because it's been condemned once by insurance.
Okay, and so now
it's a refurbished house that I refurbished 4 years ago. That, how do I put it like this? 4 years ago, 2015. How long ago that was? 2015, 2016. The last flood was December of 2015 and it lasted until 2016. And when it flooded last time, the water got into the insulation, but that's all it got was in the insulation, a little bit into the vent ducts. That was easy enough to drain out and dry out. This time, the whole entire underneath side of the fucking trailer is soaked. And upon investigating it today, the floor is starting to fall apart underneath in places.
Okay.
So I'm stuck with a dilemma of I'm not going to repair the underneath of the trailer until I get lifted up. I can't lift it up because the integrity of the trailer.
So in other words, if it gets lifted up, it's going to get potentially fall apart.
Yes.
All right.
That's the risk.
Okay. So, well, first of all, it's a risk, but it has to be done because if you do nothing, it's going to fall apart anyways.
Yep. And if I don't lift it up, it has a potential risk of flooding again.
Well, how often does it flood in your area?
Well, see, that's the damnest thing. Back in 2015, they told us it was a 500-year flood. It wasn't going to get this bad again. 3 to 4 years later, it got 6 inches to 8 inches higher.
Mm-hmm. So when you say they told us, who told you?
That would be GRDA.
And what's that?
The Grand River Dam Authority. They're the ones controlling the dam on the lake that I live by.
Okay.
And the problem is every year it floods different. So sometimes it gets worse, sometimes it gets better. It depends on what the rainfall is. Because
Oh,
well,
so
that
are you
yeah,
telling me that it floods often? It's just varying degrees of flood.
yes. Oh, it floods all the time. There's been plenty of times where the creek that's about 50 yards behind my house has came up above its banks plenty of times. But it's very rare it gets 20 foot from the trailer. It's very rare that it engulfs the trailer. That's only happened. It's only happened 3 times it's got this high. First time in 93, second time in 19, not 19, second time in 2015, and then the third time 2 weeks ago.
Okay. So it's often enough. Floor sounds like it's in terrible shape. Sounds like you can. Well, first of all, you essentially have no choice. You're gonna have to get it lifted,
Yep.
and so once it gets lifted, I mean, and then you have to see what kind of damage comes from after that.
Yep.
And at that point, you're just praying. Either
Yep.
way, I think about putting some money aside to get the new flooring installed because it sounds like you're gonna have to do that one way or the other.
Yeah. I might have to do that one way or another. The problem is doing this and doing the flooring in this type of trailer is possible.
Okay,
It's possible.
it's possible, but is it even remotely worth it?
Well, considering that the trailer is a 1994 model, uh, it's probably only worth 4 or 5 grand as it
Yeah,
is.
that's what I thought. It sounds to me like it's not even worth saving.
Yep, and this is what I've been thinking about for like the last week to 2 weeks of what to do
Mhm.
because I got DM. Okay, never mind. I was gonna say Pania Chan wanted to jump on, but she's doing GNF tonight.
Not a problem. I'd say hop on a couple other streams and talk to people about this. But from my
Yeah.
experience, because I used to live in trailers here and there, they're not really worth much.
No, they're not.
Like you can't take a trailer and turn it into a house. I mean, you can. Some people have managed to make that work, but then you have to buy land and that kind of stuff. Which
With modular
reminds
homes, you can't. Well, modular homes and double wides, you can. They're built to do that with, but single wides, no, you
okay.
can't.
So here's the next question: are you living on land or are you living in a trailer park?
The land's mine. Actually, no, I can't say that. The land belongs to me and my mother.
Okay.
But here's the dilemma of that. So when it flooded the first time, I was staying here because I was recovering from a bankruptcy, and luckily for me, that only lasts for 2 more years, and that's done and over with. That'll be 7 years and 2 years.
Okay.
Problem is when it flooded the first time, my mom tried getting this place insured, covered by flood insurance or the insurance at home or FEMA. Problem is, as flood insurance came in and said, well, the damage is caused from the walls leaking, so we're not covering any kind of water damage to the place, even though you got proof that it was on up to the insulation.
Well,
Home insurance.
one second. What?
Hey, Zell.
Sorry about that.
Oh, you're fine. You're fine. Second, the homeowner's insurance is like, well, seems like it needs to be covered by flood insurance or FEMA. So home insurance couldn't do anything. And then when FEMA came in, Obama put the stipulation in for Oklahoma: no private residents will get assistance or aids. Only private business owners and residents of towns.
Okay.
So on those three fronts, nothing could be done to help us out here. So my mom was able to get a FICO loan, a business loan with no interest, and when she did that, it was no interest. So she was able to get enough money to raise up the ground just catty cornered behind our shop building about 5 to 6 foot higher. So it was big ass fucking dirt mound, 5, 6 foot higher. Was able to get a double wide modular home put into there. But halfway through the negotiations of contract, I mean, everything's been done, everything's been signed, and it was going through, and all the papers were signed. But they threw something at us. For you to put this home on this land, you're going to have to use the land as collateral. Here's the problem with that. The dirt walk was already done. The foundation was already done. All the utilities were already placed and plumbed. So there was no choice but to take out on this land for collateral. So it's locked in on a 30-year mortgage on my mom's side.
Sorry, did you say 3-year or 30-year?
30-year.
30-year. Okay, that's okay. So you need something on there no matter what.
Well, it's not that we need something on here. It's as long as, unless they do something on their side, which they have no need to, and I'm not expecting them to. I can't take out on this land. So basically, using this land as collateral or anything like that is not an option. I have looked around. I actually went to there's a place called 59 Discount Homes, and a couple towns about 30 miles away. And I got to look around, and they've got, basically they get either repo homes or used homes or something like that, and they refurbish them, and they actually do a pretty good job. Some of the homes on there, yeah, it's okay. So one of the houses is 16 by 80, like this one. That's in about 5 times worse shape as what this house is, wanting $79,000 for it. It's like, yeah, I'm not doing that one. But they have a double wide. I can't remember what the actual dimensions are. And Zell, if you're watching, if you want to jump in, I mean, fuck, Hangout Links is in the chat. You know you're more than welcome on here. I'm not gonna bite your head off. But they want what was it, $58,000 for it, which is not bad for a house that's it's a 2014, it's been refurbished, double wide, 4-bedroom, 2-bath. It's actually a lot better than what this one is. And I can do a couple different things. I can get a down payment of 10% if I qualify for the mortgage, and basically everything's including the costs. Setting up the foundation, moving it down here, setting it up. All I got to do is run the utilities and move this place out of here.
Right. Well, I don't know. That sounds a little bit more expensive. It sounds to me like your better option would be, or at least more affordable option, because I don't know what your financial state is right now. But
well, I'm not afraid to go in my financial state. That's no big deal. So right now, I'm 2 years from I want to say it was a Chapter 13 bankruptcy. So basically, everything got wiped and started off from the beginning. And I've built my credit up from there. I think my credit's like a 620, 630. It's slowly coming up, but I've got a couple things out right now that kind of fucks around with that. One being my tools. I've got a $7,000 credit on Snap-on. That's a 4-year credit right now. So I've got to pay that off. And I've got about 3 or 4 different credit cards. They're not max, but they're up there that needs to be paid down, which, in all honesty, I can get them paid down in a couple months. It's just one of those pay more than minimum and just get them knocked down to help, show a payment record and stuff like that to help out the credit. Problem is it's that 2 years left on the bankruptcy.
Yeah. So it sounds like most of the other options, like moving out and going someplace else, those sound like a far more expensive route. You may just have to just hunker down and just do the best you can with what you got.
Yep, and that's probably gotta be the plan for now. Is probably the next year or so, just kind of temporarily repair what I can, because I sinking any kind of money in this place is just gonna be a bad idea.
Well, at this point, you're just trying to stay afloat for the next
Yep.
2 years, and then from there you'll have a little bit more wiggle room to deal with. That doesn't sound too terribly bad. I would advise and say, like, because it sounds like flooding is rather unpredictable in your area, all things considered. You may want to look into that.
Yeah,
Get,
and I have.
I would say get insurance, but considering how often it's been flooding, I'm pretty sure that you wouldn't get insurance for that.
Well, I can, but I have to raise the ground level up. It's two things. Either raise the ground level up or raise the place I'm gonna be putting uphill on. So if I was to get another place, like that double I was talking about, I would just have to make sure that it was out of the known flood path, which we've got markers marked all over the place of where the water level's been. So we know the highest it was. And this was with water running over the top of the dam. So we're pretty sure it's not going to get any higher than what it did.
So,
But that's a gamble too.
yeah, that would be. I was going to say, what's the size of your land? Is it a 5 acre, 10 acre?
It's like a little bit more than 2.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's not a lot, but that's still something. I was going to say, like, what's the possibility of renting and hiring someone with a bobcat or something and trying to dig little pathways, so that way that if it does flood, the water can just go somewhere else, like a trench around your property.
Well, we've actually contemplated that idea back in 2015 about like either building levees or something around the property, because whenever my mother built up that pad for the other place, she got freed up. So it was, you guys take it out of here, you provide the truck, which was very good on us, and we got a lot of work done around the house. The problem is the way the creek is set up and the way it flows. So when it starts getting up to a certain level, as soon as it starts getting about 10 to 20 foot away from the trailer, it starts flooding into the bar ditches down the road from us. So then it starts going from the bar ditches to bar ditch to bar ditch, and then it starts flooding from the front of us in. So there is no way to levee or trench this place off. We are because basically the way it goes is the highway that runs in front of us is the highest point, and see our driveway is a circle, a half moon driveway, and then you got the bore ditch that's right there, and then when it comes into the bottom of the driveway, it's pretty much it's level but tables off to the back towards the creek. So when it starts flooding from the front, it kind of meets in the middle where the trailer is, and that's our flooding issues. So we can't levee around the place, and the trailer is about 3 foot, 4 foot away on that side from a shop building that kind of encompasses the whole front of the land, and then on the other side is my mom and dad's place that's up on higher ground and kind of comes around with a driveway that goes down towards the side of that shop.
I would imagine they probably don't get the same problems you do.
Oh no, they don't. It was probably up. Let's see if I can screen share this.
Don't dox your parents.
Fuck, I'm not gonna do that.
All right, I'm just saying. You know, fucking
Yeah.
dox your parents.
Well,
Yeah.
this is looking at my place from my mom and dad's porch. So right here is where the water level got to on theirs.
Right. So that's pretty up
So
there.
yeah, it still lights about 2 foot from actually getting to around the house. But even then, it's still like another 3 foot before it actually gets into their house. And if it's 3 foot that high, this entire county and portion of the state's underwater. So,
Right.
but what if water level was is you can kind of see this little it's kind of the trail.
Jesus Christ, are you serious? That high?
Yeah,
That's like you open up your front door and you're swimming.
that's exactly how I was last week. Well, not last week,
Jesus
but
fucking
week after
Christ.
week.
All right,
Yeah.
and so is this a recent picture? Like, is this like
Yes,
the
this is last week.
all right? So these are the sightings that you took off. That's so
Yep.
you can. All right. Well, you don't. There's not a huge amount of options. It sounds to me like you need to raise the place one way or the other. Pray
Yep.
the floor stays together. Repair the floors as best you can. And is there a way you can make it more permanently raised so it's higher up? Because sounds to me it's the start of summer. I mean, there's going to be more rains to come, and there's no guarantee if it's this bad early on. I don't know.
I'll tell you this much: any kind of construction work that we had planned for this week got canceled because it's supposed to rain every day this week, and the water level is still up. You can still see it. What the water level is still over here in our neighbor's yard, about right there.
Right there.
It's
Okay.
it's down in the banks of the creek behind us, but if they shut the dam down, we get any more inflow from the creek behind us, and it's gonna start coming back up again. So that's another worry we have right now if it's gonna do this again this week.
Right.
So, and my plan was we were gonna construct concrete pillars, and we had everything figured out what to do, and do about 12 pillars along here, have the trailer move back and lift it up onto them. But what we got told by the company that's gonna move it is they can't move it back that far because, well, one of the pieces of equipment they use can't do that because it's broke and they're not planning on getting it fixed. So moving it back is not an option. Lifting it up, they can put cinder blocks underneath of it. The problem is this type of soil is very, very soft. So the blocks that are under it right now, you can probably see right here, you can see 2 cinder blocks right there. When this place was blocked up the first time, there was 3 cinder blocks on it. And the axles were about a foot off the ground. The axles are now on the ground, and that third block is in the ground. So the problem is even if we raise it up, the ground's so unstable without any kind of a foundation there because they just set this on the ground. That's all they did when they set this trailer up back in '94 because that was code. There is no good structuring ability to put this on the ground, and that's another thing. Even if the trailer survives being lifted up 2 or 3 blocks, they don't know how stable it's going to be without putting a foundation. The problem is, to do a foundation, we have to move the trailer back or somewhere for the foundation and then move it back. This is the dilemma that I've been faced with. And hey, Trippy, and hey, Tush, I'm sorry I didn't say hi to you earlier. So,
well,
this is my dilemma.
Yeah, the foundation does sound like the more stable way to go, but that will be a bit more because you have to, dig a foundation and lay down your cement and then move the structure on top of there. Fuck, man. There's no easy way around that.
$1,700 to build a foundation, and then $1,200 to move the trailer and on the foundation. The problem is they can't do it. They can't move the trailer backwards or forwards without fear of the equipment sinking or the trailer getting damaged. And for fear of raising it up without putting a foundation underneath of it, it's going to either be unstable or tear the trailer up. So there's no way around it. I can't do this.
Okay. So it sounds to me like there's not much you can do because the ground is so soft and the flooding is so unpredictable. Well, if you're stuck with that, because those are not good options, is there any possibility that you can work a deal out with your folks to get the trailer moved up onto the hill with them?
It can't.
No.
So the pad that my mom and dad built for their house, there's a 3-foot border all the way around the house, and then tables off to normal ground level here. So there's no room.
Okay. Well,
Jim Axe, I swear to God, I'm gonna smack you. I am not Noah, damn it.
Right.
But talking to this the trailer place with this really nice $58,000 double wide. If I can move the trailer, they have no problem building a foundation. They have no trouble in raising it up as high as I want to raise it. They'll guarantee everything. If anything's damaged, it's covered by them, and they'll repair it, fix it, replace it, whatever. And any of that. The only problem is one, I had to come up with about $6,000 down, which is not a problem. I can actually do that relatively quickly with what I have right now, because I've got a loan out for $3,000. My fiance has $2,500 saved up, so just a couple hundred more.
Does your fiance live with you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So,
and this is with fire.
Oh God, I want to burn this fucking place down bad. I really want to. It's pissing me off.
You just have to tolerate 2 meters. Hold on a second. I'll be right back.
Okay. What's up, Killer Groove?
Just placed an order for dinner and just got back to the apartment.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've just been kind of explaining my situation.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
Every time someone new comes in, I can't hear them, so I have to log out and log back in. Hangouts is stupid that way.
Mr. ML002 has the same issue. My computer did the same thing there for a time, but kind of stopped.
I think it's Google messing around with things because they got a new structure setting up. I don't know for what, but hopefully it's good. Let's be honest. It's Google. It's not going to be good.
Yeah. Insurance is non-existent, Jeremy 06. Insurance is not a thing. There is no insurance on this place because insurance condemned it 4 years ago. So, and I've got a lot of people ask me, well, why the fuck have you done that for? I bought the place from my mom for $1,000. I moved out of the apartment I was living in and moved back in with my mom and dad to deal with the bankruptcy and getting caught on stuff. And I got that taken care of. And then the flood happened. And then they got their place and they moved out. And I'm saying here, can I buy the place for $1,000? Yeah, sure. Pay my mom and dad $1,000, bought the place, fix it up. No issues. I didn't think I was going to have to deal with fucking flood again. I didn't think I was going to have to deal with a 500-year flood 3 years later. Again.
Yeah, that's quite something.
So if it wasn't for that, I would have had no issue, buying a new furnace, hot water tank, doing some repair work here and there on it. I had no issue putting money into this place and fixing it up. Problem is if it's going to continue flooding like this, so I don't want the trailer this low to the ground, but I can't move it. I can't do anything with it. And that's the whole issue. But like I said, the place I was talking to, if I qualify for the mortgage, if I can come up with $6,000 down, all thing I gotta do is get some people to move this trailer. I had to find a place to put all my stuff in, and find a place to relocate for, God, however long it's gonna take to get that set up. So probably a month. They can get all that set up. They can get blocked up as high as I need to block out a foundation, and go from there. Probably, like I
You
said,
could just dig a moat around your place. That ought to work.
that's it doesn't walk. All right, so if you dig down into the ground to dig a moat, how's that going to prevent water from getting up into the trailer then?
Make sure you've got a little bit of an incline. You're on top of the incline, so it flows down into the moat.
I'm pretty sure you don't understand what happened. So I'll show you this, since you probably wasn't in here to see this. But the water was right here on the trailer.
So you need a boat, not a moat.
Yeah, I need pontoons on this thing. And we got somebody new in chat. Justin Yibber. Have a wrench. And play a song on the keyboard.
Behind you.
Yeah, those are two of my projects. They don't walk. That, unfortunately, all my projects that I wanted to do for the channel is canceled for the foreseeable future. The work on my studio that I was doing in here is canceled for the future, until I can get the living situation figured out. Because there's no sense in building this place into a nice studio if, one, I'm going to be abandoning it soon, or two, I have another flood's got to take it. So there's no sense in putting work into the YouTube channel until I can get this whole thing figured out. Thanks for the apologies, man. It is what it is. Nature sucks.
Well, don't say that too loudly, because we also know that nature can be a bitch.
Well, she's on a menstrual cycle this fucking month. Last month and this month.
Ugh.
Because like I said, what's supposed to be getting, was it? At first, the forecast said 5 inches. Then it changed it to 10 inches all this week.
God damn, dude.
Yeah, and like I said, the water's still up. So I don't have any pictures of that. Of the water still being up. But I might. There's a little video here that I had on my Twitter that just might show it. If I can get it to load. Nope. That's still too high up. Like I said, it's the creek's down in Spinks. I just don't know for how long. Because they kind of gave up on trying to predict this flood. They just said if it rains, just be prepared. And that's what they've been telling us all up here. Because down south is still flooding. Up north is still flooded. for like the town stuff. You still can't even get into you still can't even get to the main town in this county. There's still sections of it flooded. Hell, the fairgrounds are flooded. It's 20 foot up on the building in the fairgrounds still.
Jesus.
And with what's happening downstream, there's no telling because, what was it, 2 days ago, they had shut the dams down again because a levee broke in Arkansas. And they had to shut the dams down to let the water flow subside a little bit so they can do evacuations down in places in Arkansas. Muskogee's underwater, Tahlequah's underwater, McAllister's underwater, Tulsa's underwater.
Well, I'm not going to tell my mom that her old hometown is underwater. She might freak.
It's underwater. In Muskogee, there's a monument there with, I guess, a girl on it looks like a post or a ledge that's about 20 foot in the air. The only thing you can see of her is her head.
Damn.
And I can't remember what monument that is.
Under the sea. Under the sea. Where it's wet. Oh, la, 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 la. I don't know the rest of the week. No,
well, I don't think it'd be better if you're in this particular water.
No, because this particular water comes with an infectious standpoint.
Oh, gross. Wonderful.
Yeah, because it's all into the cow fields. You got people's septic tanks. It's already flooded 3 sewer plants that's upstream.
That's shitty.
Yep, it's actually really shitty water.
Well, time to get a match. Time to leave. Well, I wouldn't say it's time to leave the state, but I guess you still have to wait 2 years. That fucking.
Oh no, I can leave the state. I'm not locked down. I'm not locked down to places as where to go, because so my price range for a house is actually really fucking cheap because I am a cheapskate. I might make good money, but I don't like to spend it. So my price range for a house ranges between 10 to 70,000, and all the places around here, because it's considered resort and lakeside, they run around 100 to 300,000 for places to buy. And as far as places to rent, I've already told myself 4 years ago I'm not renting again. Because 1, it's a waste of money. 2, you have nothing to show for it. 3, I have a dog. That's not going to go over well. And 4, any other place that you can find that's 3 bedroom, 2 bath. Because if anything, we need bigger. Because I've got my studio stuff for my stuff. My fiance has her stuff because she's an artist, so she has her own room. And that's what the 3 bedrooms are used for. Then we have our bedroom. But what's been stopping us from actually starting a family has been the size of the place. Because, yeah.
You're not wrong, damn alien. Even more lakeside now.
And as far as portable water, we did get our well back up and running. So you got to boil it. Lake water never got into the actual wellhead. Luckily enough, the last time it flooded, we sealed it, and the seal held. But because of the rising water and stuff like that, there is bacteria that's leached into it. We do have a UV filter that's supposed to take care of that, but until it's all said and done, we've got drinking water. I actually went to town and bought a big Brita purifier system and a couple bottles of water and stuff like that. We actually was supposed to be getting to pump people out here, They were supposed to be here today to extend the wellhead 2 foot out of the ground and put a submersible pump in, but because it's raining, they can't do it. And my mom is actually freaking the fuck out because she wants it done before it floods again, so they don't have to worry about the well again.
Mhm.
And as far as lakes, I hate to say it, I really hope the fucking dam breaks. Because I do not like this lake at all.
So is that the problem with living near a lake?
Well, the problem is all right. So living around this lake won't be that bad, except for, like I said, GODA. I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna hide. I live in northeast Oklahoma, so if you look at Oklahoma, the very northeast corner, the last county, it's right there in that corner. North of me is Kansas. South of me is Missouri. No, north of me is Kansas. East of me is Missouri. Fuck. Anyways, that's where I live at. And the problem is, GODA likes to keep the water up around a certain point. And I believe that point is this. They got contracted out to Army Corps of Engineers for 754 feet. That's the elevation that the lake's supposed to stay at. Well, because it's Grand Lake, Fly, I'm gonna get the fucking torch down, torch your ass. Anyways, because of its Grand Lake, there's a lot of sports fishing that happens here. Well, because of sports fishing, they like to keep the lake water 5 foot above the elevation to make the fishing better. The problem is every time they do that, and they do it without people knowing it, they announced to everyone that the lake's got to be kept up this high, but actually let it get up about 5 foot higher. And then it starts raining, and we start getting either heavy rains up south or heavy rains here, or heavy rains in one of the lakes or rivers that runs into the Grand Lake. And then what happens is, oh shit, we got too much water, but we can't let it out because we'll flood downstream. And then the Army Corps of Engineers have to take over and then try to rectify the situation. And it happens every single fucking year. And the flood levels change because this area of the country, the lakes, the rivers, the streams, the creeks, is very rich in sediment. So the water's brown all the time. It's never clear. And that sediment, hell, you can see it when it flooded up on here. When the flood waters went back, it's like somebody dusted the fucking ground with dirt. Inside of our shop building, there's about a 1/4 inch of fucking mud on the ground. And the lakes carry that. The problem is it builds over time every year. They don't dredge the lakes out. They don't dredge flood basins out. They don't maintain the lake or keep it maintained. They just keep raising the water level. Which is why in the last 5 to 6 years, the flooding's been really bad here. And it started back in 2000. Well, no, not 2007. It happened back in 1993 when it flooded. And then when the flood in 2007 hit, which it didn't affect us, but affected the main town to the north of us, they changed the floodplains. And that put us in the floodplain when they did that.
Okay.
Because when this place was set up, when this place was established here, because God, my mom grew up here, 1971 is when I want to say they moved down here and bought this place. The first time it flooded bad was back in 1993, and it only got up to the back of our shop building. We actually lived in that shop building back then. And whenever my mom got this place set up, it wasn't in the flood zone, it wasn't in the flood basin, so they set the trailer as low as they could to the fucking ground and just put 2 or 3 blocks underneath of it. Now you can't do that.
Yeah. So, what do you think is your best option then? Giving you
Well, I've got a couple options I can do. The problem is they all got to take time. And hell, my fiance doesn't even know about not being able to fucking move the trailer yet. I haven't had a chance to talk to her. She's still at work.
Okay. That's probably for the best. It's best to get your mind off these things. So,
yeah. And for anyone that's in the chat, like I said, if you want to jump on in here, go ahead. It's supposed to be, well, I put chill stream in the topic, but this kind of really ain't chill.
well, it's kind of like for you, it's a state of emergency. 'Cause it's like, what am I going to do about my living arrangements? But
oh fuck, I threw stay of emergency out the window 2 weeks ago. Fuck that. This is how rattled I am. And I even told Antoine this back when this was happening. It's like, because he's constantly asked me how I've been doing, how's everything going, and it's like, it hasn't hit me yet. You'll know when it does, because when it does, I won't fucking care no more.
Well, and that's good. It's best not to even remotely panic because you got shit to do.
What's up, Trippy?
Oh, Samaj taking off?
He has to leave and come back because his hangouts does the same thing Mr. ML2's does.
Oh, I should have just put it in the chat. I should have been like, I'm coming in.
All right, you're fine.
Coming in.
He took care of it. He took care of it.
I see. That was quick. And my internet's been shit lately too. Is it really just because it's I use Google Chrome? Is that why?
No.
Because everything's being slow and YouTube's fucking up, and
I think that's just YouTube and Hangouts fucking up. Hell, I'm surprised my internet hasn't dropped out here because all the lines are still in the water.
Give it time. Give it time.
oh my god. You see what I put in your chat, Sparky? When I said that this stuff smells like Fruity Pebbles?
No, it doesn't. It smells like fucking swamp out here.
Oh man. I could give you some of this. You gotta come to me. Want to get baked, Sparky?
I do not want to get baked, thank you. I couldn't anyways because of my job.
Oh, that's right. I wouldn't want you getting fired. You want some clean pee? I have to ask myself a couple of months back. Look, I made Sparky smile.
Oh, I've been smiling. It's a shit situation, and it's like it seems like every kind of possibility I come up with to rectify or fix the situation, the doors get slammed on my face. Like, no, you can't do that. It's like, fuck.
So do you guys at least have like some life jackets you can go to bed in case anything goes wrong?
Jesus.
Nope.
Sparky, if you wanted that relationship, like right now's the time to do it, man. Just poke a couple holes in her sleeping jacket.
And if I want out of the relationship, only thing I gotta do is walk about 50 yards that way and jump in.
Oh shit. That's not how you do it. You gotta get her to do it, see.
I'm not gonna do that to her. She's been going through this like a champ, and it's been hard on her too.
Oh, okay.
You know, you can, Stolen, if you want to jump in here, go ahead, because you know exactly how the situation is, because where you live that flooded a little bit. Because he only lives 8 miles away from me.
Dude, and you got to follow the cardinal rules too, Sparky. When you're in a relationship, you got to live in a house that has stairs.
Well, we do have stairs.
Yeah.
Trippy, where were you when I was getting divorced?
Once every like 4 or 5 months, you just push her down the stairs to make sure she's not pregnant.
Well, that's the thing. Is we do want kids. Well, I want kids.
Well, up until that point, you know, you got your stairs.
That's first
She
control
does.
of all time.
She does a real good job of keeping that maintained.
Right.
Look, okay, is that code for swallow?
That's code for
You know what? I don't think I need to know your
abstinence.
sex. I don't think I need to know your sex life. It's okay. It's okay.
Yes, that does sound like an old test thought. Damn it, someone get in here. Stop grinding and hunting for fucking spirits on, Smash Brothers. Open up your laptop, get your headphones on, get insane out, damn it.
Man, them guys over at I forget which channel it was. Hold on. Simon Dan. I don't know if you guys watch Simon Dan.
Never heard of them.
Okay. He was doing a stream yesterday when when YouTube decided to start fucking up. But before and after, like when YouTube got cleared up and everything, he had 4,000 viewers. Like it was like at the end of the stream, he goes, "Wow, we still have 4,000 viewers even though they can't use the chat." Thanks guys. And I think he does a stream like once a month. And I think he's doing it more often now, but he does a lot of videos where he debunks flat earthers.
At 4,000 viewers, you might as well. Why wouldn't you?
Yeah, but they live debunk too.
Come back.
They live debunk too, man. What up, Stalwin?
Not much, Trippy.
I said his name right.
Darwin.
Yes, you did. Hey, KG.
And also, hey to Lo-Fi.
Hey,
Yep.
Lo-Fi.
Hey. And Lo-Fi is now Texican.
Sparky's got this whole he's got like the Roman look going on right now. He's a Spartan, guys. You're tall enough.
Hell, Ortez has got the mud and chop look right now. No, he's clean shaved right now, isn't he?
Yeah, I think he's clean shaven.
Beardy?
Normally, you'd have the Wolverine. You'd have the Wolverine look going on.
Right.
Yeah, it's one of our IRL friends. I think he's only been on my channel once.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I don't think I could do the like mutton chop look. That shit, not for me.
That's okay. You should leave it. It should be reserved for Canadians.
Right. Wolverine's Canadian. I don't think they
Exactly.
cover that in the movies, though. They ever even mention that in the movies?
Yeah,
They did.
they did.
Oh, okay. Him and
In
apparently
Origins.
now Deadpool.
Yeah, well, I mean that's the only good thing about Origins is that he's actually becomes a lumberjack and actually starts cutting down trees and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Also, it was also established in the comics that he is Canadian. He's from my home province of Alberta. So yeah.
And I saw a. Did you guys see that video of fucking? They edited Spider-Man in with Deadpool.
Which one? There's only how many thousands of those?
I don't know. I think it was the one from Civil War when they were fighting at the airport.
Again, which one? There's thousands of that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't know if you guys saw it. Dude, I've been running into weird shit, y'all. Have you like what do they call them? Like short films, almost like student films, but really high budgets. I've been running into those a lot on YouTube. And the strange thing is the video is usually like 4 or 5 years old. And the channel will have like 6,000 subs, but the video will have like 6 million views.
Mm-hmm.
And it's got one video on it. I found 2 of those, and the channel is the same name as the video.
So you want to see a little piece of history?
Isn't that weird? It's aliens, man. What's up?
Take a look at this shit. So this is some of the stuff that we salvaged from our shop building. It's they're called flight computers.
Yep.
And these actually belong to my dad.
Wow. That's awesome.
Yep. I'm glad that we found them and kind of got them dried out. Because this is one of the 2 things left I've got from my dad.
So I think your dad was a
real
pilot.
bad. Yes. He was he loved flying. And he flew for a couple different companies, and the last pilot gig he did was crop dusting before he got killed.
Damn.
And Chad Gigi. What's up, Beavers? Have a wrench. And Mr. Right Tuber. Have a wrench. Thanks for showing up.
Oh. Excuse me. I found this video though. One of them is called "I'm You Dickhead." Sparky. That's what it's called. "I'm You Dickhead." And the video, the channel is on a channel called "I'm You Dickhead." And I saw it and I was like, that's fucking weird. I have to click this, right? And I saw it had a couple million views, but it's a video about the future and how time travel has become available for the public. And this guy, it's a comedy.
That's not a mistake.
Like,
That's not a mistake.
Dude, it's a comedy when you finally, like, at the end, it's a comedy kind of. Like, it takes a long time, but it's pretty fucked up at the end. He goes back in time. He ends up changing. What he wants to change is when he was a kid, he liked this girl, right? And she liked guitarists. So he wanted to go back and tell himself as a kid to learn how to play guitar. And when he gets into the clinic and they're looking through his papers, they're like, so your psychiatric evaluation has a lot of stuff scribbled out on it. He goes, yep, sure does. And they're looking at him like, okay, what do you want to go back and change? And he goes, when my mom died, I didn't get the chance to tell her I loved her. And they're like, okay. So they send him back. And he goes back to birthday party and he tells himself when he's like 11, he's like, you know that girl over there you like? Learn how to play guitar. And then you can, date her when you're older. And he's like, I don't want to learn how to play guitar. I want to play soccer. And he's like, listen to me, you little dickhead. I'm you. And he goes, you learn how to play that fucking guitar because I want to get in her pants, right? I haven't been laid in 15 years. And it's your fucking fault for not learning how to play guitar. And then he leaves. But not before not before he looks at his own mom and goes, holy shit, mom was hot. And then he leaves. But it keeps going, right? Like, I thought that was it because it's a short video, but that's not it. He ends up not learning how to play guitar because he comes back to his current time and he runs and he buys like a $200 guitar and he doesn't know how to play it. And he's like, that little fucking dickhead. So he goes back again and he sits down and then he goes, back, and now there's two of them there. And he's like, listen to me, man. Take this guitar. And he gives a little dude the guitar and he's like, just learn how to fucking play it. If I got to come back, I'm going to kick your ass. And then they cut to the fact that there's a third one of him there that neither one of these guys know about. And this guy is giving his mom flowers. And it's himself, another version of himself. And they, like, two of them look and go, who the hell is that guy? Because the funniest thing about the video is every time they time travel, they grow a thicker beard. So each one of them has a bigger beard. And you can tell them apart, right? And fucking eventually he goes back to his time and finds out that he's his own stepfather and apparently the father of his stepbrother.
Oh my god.
Because he comes back and it's an old dude with this really thick beard and he's like, oh my god, what the fuck are you doing here? And he goes, I'm plowing mom. And he just looks and he's like, all right. So then he goes back to the time clinic, right? And he's sitting there and this other guy asks him, he's like, what are you here to do? And he goes, well, the other guy tells him like his whole story. And then he goes to the main character guy. He's like, what happened to you? Because, well, I forgot to say originally these two dudes met the first time they time traveled. Either way, he tells him the whole deal about him being his own stepdad. And the guy goes, so what are you here to change this time? He goes, well, about 3 months ago, I got a parking ticket.
God damn it.
Like, he's just said, fuck it. I'm going to go ahead and just remain my own stepdad, I guess.
And it's called I'm You Dickhead?
Uh-huh. I can link it to you if you want.
I actually just found it. It was made in 2014.
Yeah, and look at how many views and subs that channel has on basically the one video, I guess.
Yeah, it has like 1.7 thousand subscribers, but 562,000 views.
Yeah. I shudder to think about how many of these are probably out there because I found another one and it's called Back to the Future 2015. And it's some dude that he replicates every movement of Marty McFly's almost to a T. and he plays Marty McFly. It's some replacement actor. It's really weird, though. He looks just like him, but not enough like him. If that makes any sense.
Well,
And the channel name is also the same thing. Back to the Future 2015.
well, I remember the Back to the Future game that they made. That was all fuck.
Which one?
Oh, it came out, I think, 2013, 2012.
The Telltale game, the Telltale version. Though.
Oh yeah, dude, I played
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, that was the ending of that was like real fucked up because all of a sudden you get like 5 Marty McFlys from different futures there.
And they all had a different colored time machine.
Yeah.
Too. I thought that was unique.
It's like, whoa.
The blue one was my favorite, man. Like he came in like a fucking crazy asshole. Like he jumped over the house across the street when he turned off the hover mode and just landed. Like that one Marty was nuts. It's like, why do you think you're driving a time generally? What the fuck are you doing?
Now the start of the
Can't
game
keep jumping it.
ended, yeah, the start of the game, midpoint of the game was good, but when you got to the part where they got to the alternate version of 1985, where Doc was the I guess the principal or whatever the head of the town or the future
Mayor?
whatever. Yeah, no, he was. I can't find a fucking word to place what it was, but he is like made the Hill Valley into like some sort of societal correct place, and he was like the overseer of it.
He's the priest.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh my god.
When he got to that part, is like, okay, this is all fucked up.
He gave up time travel in terms of religion. Okay, you know what? I can see that happening.
Yeah.
Time travel. I've seen Rick and Morty. Time travel can fuck with you.
Actually, it was to the point of he never invented time travel.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he never.
The future was so fucked up that Doc Brown was a completely different person. Yeah.
Completely different person because of
The chick he was dating.
it was because of Bill Tannen's great aunt or Bill Tannen's aunt because he ends
Always
up,
goes back.
Yeah, because he fell in love with her, or they fell in love back in like 1940 something.
Yeah, because Doc's old as fuck, man.
Yeah.
Well, check this out, Sparky. This is that video I was talking about of the Marty McFly guy. That is you. I went to the wrong fucking tab. Hold on a second. I gotta actually click the right thing on my side. Like, he looks like Marty McFly from the back, right? But when he turns around, it's like, hang on a minute. Who's this guy? And you see how he emulates like every fucking thing Michael J. Fox would do? He acts just like him.
That's how badly he wanted to play in this movie.
Yeah. Like he's probably emulated Michael J. Fox's entire fucking life. Because one person told him when he was like 17 that he looked like him, you know?
Or it could just be a super fan. Like, let me tell you, I've been trying to plan out like a trip to go into New York. And I'm like, I want to fucking take a camera and I just want to recreate with some of my friends Ghostbusters.
Why not?
And I've been told that I'm not the only one who's had this idea.
Was it illegal?
All
the filming?
No, there are security guards in almost every location that if they notice you with a camera and they notice you all dressed up, they'll just kick you out.
You would have to do it in secret somehow. This could make a movie. You could make a movie about how to make a movie in New York. You know, how to make a Ghostbusters remake.
Well, and that's what I was thinking. It's like, how many? Because you gotta want to do that. It's right there. I think the firehouse is like a tourist destination, so you can go there and try to recreate your favorite scenes. I don't know. I would love to do that. Get a couple people, go to New York. Like, we're just gonna spend the whole week there fooling around and recreating Ghostbusters. In the meantime,
the thing complain the most about is that new Terminator movie. Oh my fucking god!
Oh, the one where Sarah Connor is somehow walking around with Hillary Clinton's haircut.
Yes.
Yep.
It's like it's Hillary fucking Clinton.
I seen pictures and teasers of that 2 or 3. No, it's about 2 years ago. It's like this is a joke. This has got to be a joke. This ain't real. And it was played off by a lot of people. It was a joke. And look at it now. It's oh my god, it wasn't a joke.
It does exist.
Well, nobody's seen it yet, so we don't know whether or not it's a good joke or a bad joke.
Well, also, I mean, like in Terminator 2, we get that liquid metal kind of guy, and he was equally intimidating because he impersonated a police officer. And police officers are, you know, they're authoritative kind of people, and they're meant to be somewhat intimidating.
Right.
It works really well. But this guy looks like a bloody Mexican.
You guys like my
Yeah.
thing?
It's
I'm
I don't know what to make of it. This is
super
Ron-
trippy.
Indeed.
I took Percocet earlier, so right now I'm enjoying the ride.
You sound like Doc now.
Yeah. I well, you know, I had to rob this for my rate.
Oh, Jim Max says, join the party.
What's up, Jim?
Trans robots have rights too,
Maybe
and feelings.
that too.
So Terminator, huh?
Mm-hmm.
I remember they talked about it 2 years ago, like Sparky did. They said, "Oh, it's a trans female character with Sarah Connor and this girl," and I was like, "Oh my god, the robot is trans."
She's got apparently cybernetic implants that make her stronger
Yeah.
or as strong as a Terminator. Except for she weighs like 90 pounds. So she would be as strong as 90 pounds, I would imagine.
Yeah. Which
Call
would
me
be
five.
Kinda.
You never know.
Yeah, did you hear the actress is pissed off that the promotional shit makes her look like she's completely flat chested? She was like, I might have small tits, but they're not that damn small.
Oh no, she
Sure.
does have. She does. She is pretty much flat chested. She might as well be a boy running around.
She was saying that you can tell they photoshopped it. Like if you look at that picture, the big
Oh my god.
banner that they made, and then you look at the stuff from the set, you can see a difference.
They bear
Jim-
Baker. Yeah.
You had to bring up flat chested, didn't you, Jim Max? Whenever you guys get done, I've got another segue for that.
Oh,
Okay,
God.
I was just gonna say, like her next movie, she's probably gonna play a stripper of some sort. Like, let's emphasize my tits because I don't want people thinking I'm flat.
That's
Yeah,
about right.
she's self-objectifying herself.
Well, yeah, you don't want people thinking you're some flat-chested person and you get typecast as that. It's like,
Yeah.
my God, you got a public image to fix up now thanks to this fucking movie. So she's gonna be doing a bunch of titty shows. Why wouldn't she?
God.
Someone should edit that video and put it in there. Yes, I was her. I lost everything to Trump.
But no, who has been watching Isekai Quartet?
Ooh.
Oh wait,
What?
that's that. Well, you talking anime here? That's that one with all the isekai characters in the same
Yeah, you
universe.
got from Overlord, ReZero, Sagatani the Evil.
I
and
tried to watch the first episode. I'm getting there.
Oh my god, And I'm on episode 8, and they did something brilliant with Albedo, Shaltia, and Aqua. So Aqua, the goddess from Konosuba, hates all the people from Ainz's world because they're undead. And she finally gets along. Well, she finally accepts to get along because they're out swimsuit shopping because I guess in the next episode they're going on a field trip to a beach or something. Well, anyways, Shaltia and Albedo.
Calm down, Gage. You don't get any ideas.
All right, so Shaltia and Albedo are shopping for swimsuits to impress Ainz. And Aqua and I can't remember the guy from Konosuba. I can't remember his name. But they go walking along, they run into him. And then they kind of get into a squabble and an argument. And someone gets brought up as Albedo being a succubus. And the guy goes nuts because, oh my God, do you do the things with the dreams and stuff like that? And I guess his mind starts going on into Rule 34 mode. And Shalatil cannot help but just to poke fun at Albedo because, yeah, she's the purest succubus of all. She's never had sex and starts making fun of her. And then Aqua comes in and actually starts defending Albedo. It's like, yeah, there's no sense in denying who you are and your race is. And then somehow it got brought up into being flat-chested. The thing I can't say about women and some girls is lying about the breast size because they're just so flat-chested, the flat as the board. Shalatil fucking loses it. And it's just a funny back and forth. And it's funny as all fuck.
What are we talking about?
Kazuma.
I lost you about halfway. I was messing with my OBS.
That's okay. We're talking about
Sorry,
anime.
man.
I don't know.
Yeah, it was nothing against you guys. It's just I just kind of checked out for a second trying to figure out something. And I come back and I'm like, wait.
Wait, what?
It was anime. I could tell it was anime, but that was it.
Yeah, it's a show called Isekai Quartet. And it's actually it's not a serious anime. It's
of course not. It's all super deformed, and they're all in high school.
Yeah, it's all SDF. They're in high school, and they're all isekai that have been transported from other worlds, transported to this world. It's a funny take on it, but
Yeah,
it's hilarious.
My teacher who looks very suspiciously like Kefka from Final Fantasy VI.
I think it's also designed to be like a parody of the fact that there's so many isekai shows out right now. There's like fucking tons of it. With that said, though, I mean, it's not to say they're not bad. I love Konosuba. When I was finally able to watch it, I had no idea how good this show was until I saw it.
Yeah,
Can I say something totally off topic, but since we're all guys here, we can understand. My pizza and everything just arrived, and the delivery girl. If there was ever a point in time in my life that I wanted to have someone deliver me pizza, and then do I wanted an extra tip and the porn music start, it's this gal. Oh my god.
Well,
roll your tongue up.
Oh no. Mm-hmm.
You know, that's like finding a 4-leaf clover. It's only once in a lifetime.
I know, right?
It's too bad you didn't have the music available because that was the only time it was ever going to happen.
I know. It's like, that moment everyone waits for? It just passed.
You'll never get another chance, man. Never get another chance to play that porn music. Oh, God.
Again, just be like, hey, send me the hot chick. And they'll be like, fuck you. Like, no, send me the hot chick. That's what I'm attending.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do.
Hey, baby. You like pizza? You're like,
no. I used to be a pizza delivery guy, and I had it once where the girl did come to the door in her underwear. But oh my god, it was like reverse porn music where your boner just fell off.
So
you showed up and all you heard was "Run, bitch, run!"
So everything falling out the sides.
That was me screaming that in my head.
There was this. Let me tell you, the worst. The only time I ever had a female delivery person was also the most awkward time ever, because this is someone who clearly didn't know how to drive. What happened was, or there was something wrong with the vehicle. Because what happened was, it was an older East Indian woman. She was like, obviously 50-something or whatever. And she comes over, she knocks on my door, she leaves everything and runs back out to the car. I open up the door and I see everything on the floor and all that. And then she hops back in the car, hops back out. She doesn't close the door. And then she comes up to me and then just as fast as she can types in the numbers. It gives me the debit machine and then runs back out to the car. And I noticed the car started moving. And then it just sort of stopped, and I did my thing and took out the card. And then she runs back, takes the pizza out, and just hands it back to me. Runs back to the car, and I notice it starts moving again. The car's like the brakes don't work, and she comes back. Then she realizes she forgot the debit machine. Had to run back, and the fucking thing was in the middle of the lane.
Oh jeez.
Oh god.
I'm like, oh, is this why we don't have women delivery people?
Okay.
Maybe.
That's not sexist at all. Continue, please.
No, that was it. I was like, she just had to keep going back and forth. Car was about to go, leave her. And not only that, she didn't speak English, so I couldn't. Like, I tried to ask her if everything was okay, and she just sort of like nodded and went back and forth. And yeah.
Nice.
So how's the water at? Where everyone's at?
Gray and wet.
Muddy.
Yeah, it's starting to become the rainy season. Yeah, I think we're all.
It's been bad this year.
Well, Sparky
Really
knows I ran in my basement twice this year already.
Yeah, I know. Actually, that episode's gonna be coming out here tonight, so you can listen to that.
I was like, I gotta go. Bye.
And then we find out, and we just continue on. Then we find out, yeah, there's a tornado. I was like, oh, and we continue on the conversation. it's like we wish him the best of luck. Hopefully, he'll come back. I mean,
I tried to come back on. I got onto my mobile device and Sparky and did you edit that out, by the way?
No, it's all in there.
Oh, okay, well, that's gonna be fun. As long as there's no names, we're good.
No names. You can hear your wife, but no names, no doxing, anything like that happens. So it's like, fuck.
All right, that's fine. I don't mind.
But Mechanic Tuesdays tomorrow. Everyone okay with watching Endgame?
I've already voiced my opinion on that.
Yeah, I know. You probably got to duck out.
Yeah,
Okay.
for a 3-hour.
Light colors.
Very, very trippy. It suits you.
Oh, thank you.
I'm gonna have to go, kind of go with Starwin on this one. 3 hours. That's
Oh yeah, we
that's
went
gonna be
pretty
a
long
little
on that
above
one.
and beyond for me.
Oh, we can always go with the original plan.
What was the original plan? Remind me.
Gundam Origins.
Yeah, we do that.
What are you guys talking about? The only anime that ever existed was Dragon Ball Z. God.
Oh, you missed it yesterday. Me and Storm look like twins.
Now watch this. I'm going to change directions. Ready? Go.
And
Oh, I changed directions. Did you see that?
It doesn't look like it changed directions.
It didn't
No,
change
I didn't
directions.
change directions. Well, my background did. Look at that. It's doing it
No,
slow.
it's still going the same direction.
Oh, it's probably because I didn't close the thing.
it's still going the same way.
How about now?
Still going the same way.
Are you guys sure? Are you sure that it didn't just do a magic trick? How about now? Look, it just changed again.
No,
No,
still,
put it back
still
on
going
me.
the same way.
That's too freaky.
Oh, you don't want that anymore?
No, it's not that. It's fucking with my eyes.
Is it too fast?
No, it's not. It's not too fast. It's just fucking with my eyes. Too
I
colorful.
don't want to give anybody a seizure.
He probably could with that.
Yeah, I should probably slow this down a little.
Now, from now on, you have to put a seizure warning in front of all your streams.
How's that? Is that better?
Not really.
I don't tell a difference.
I'm just
These
gonna turn
guys
you
are
off,
crazy.
Sparky.
What'd you say?
Hang out. He said he was going to
Jim?
turn you off.
I said trippy. No,
Oh.
I mean, trippy. I can't do that anymore. It's making me sick too now. I'm old. So, by the way, Sparky, about that also, when my wife came back with the drinks, I don't remember very much after the third drink.
It's okay.
And then the fourth drink came, and I apparently I went on a little bit of a. I was like, I know I did something, I just don't know what it is.
Well, everyone. All right, so you made that big tweet on your Twitters. I'm sorry I apologize to everyone if I caused a big scene. It's like, dude, we were in our offline hangout. You didn't do
No,
anything.
not on that. I started going to. My wife said I started going to random hangouts.
Oh God.
The guys go vote, by the way. I just turned it off. So
So I don't remember. I remember.
that works better.
I kind of remember joining Aces Hangout and a couple others.
I remember seeing a link saying, "Join if you dare, or if you got the balls."
Yeah,
It's like, nah.
I was like, oh, what? Oh, I have the ball. Connect. Yeah, I left very quickly.
Yeah.
After I found out what it was about.
Yeah, it's like it wasn't. Oh god, it was. Yeah, you were kind of shit faced.
Well, I found out how much we had. We started with a 2-liter bottle of vodka. That sucker's half now. So it was Stolies. So half that bottle of vodka.
Doesn't that sound like somebody
liter.
from Game Someone?
Yes, it does. It sounds like Morton.
Yeah,
Drink about half a liter.
it's
Irish whiskey.
you know what, and I actually so we got a new player in game. It was about a month ago.
Yeah,
and he's actually, I guess he's a old member of your guys' group.
yeah. He's like one of the OG members that just decided to start coming back around.
Yeah, and it's actually real fun because he'll start drinking and he'll get that dwarven accent, and then he'll go to our buddy son is like, you
Bring me the
fetch your
guitar.
and he starts playing guitar at the game table. It's like, that's a board.
Yeah, because we told him next game he's got to play a bard with an axe, which is also an axe, brutal legend style.
Excellent.
So it gets real interesting and fun games, and bless them, they put up with me not showing up for 2 weeks. So
Yeah, but again, you're also having to fight Poseidon, so we all understood.
Sparky.
Fighting a deity's a full-time commitment.
Is this better, Sparky?
I guess.
So now you can do gifts on your Hangout bar.
He's doing that through OBS.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's what he's doing.
Just a window projector. Nobody told me. I figured it out.
If
Woohoo.
actually, Trippy, if you download
Penis?
it's a plugin,
Mhm.
and I think it's called hang on, let me look. It's a video plugin for OBS. Let me bring my OBS up and I'll tell you exactly what it is. You can actually project what is on OBS as your camera.
Ah.
It's called virtual cam.
Oh, that thing. I've heard of that before. I'm good.
It actually works out pretty damn good.
Not as bad as that other thing, right? Voice meter. This with me, man.
I don't know, I still use Voice Meter.
Mhm.
I use Voice Meter, and I use Virtual Cam and a couple other plugins, and I don't have no issues with them. I actually use Voice Meter to split the audio when I'm doing Anime Watch Club, so I can actually listen to the show, and OBS doesn't record it, and OBS still records everything that's on the Hangout. So it's actually a really cool program.
Yeah.
Once you learn how to use it.
Cool. I've been messing around with a lot on OBS, actually, Mr. Sparkies. Hold on a second. I'll show you some stupid shit that I've been making.
Yeah, you can call me Sparky. You can call me Taylor. It doesn't matter.
Sparkles.
I don't care.
I don't know your name. Dude, that's your name?
Yes, that's my name.
Shh. No.
Dude, no.
No,
dude.
you're breaking a veil.
All right, so apparently you haven't seen Caffeinator die.
Broken.
You haven't seen Caffeinator die in the last couple months then. Because basically me, Matt, and Zach just finally said, you know what, fuck it. On Caffeinator die, we're going in for raw names.
Nice.
So,
hey, why
so
not? Everybody knows my
Antron goes by his name Matt, and Anahil goes by his name Zach, and I go by my name Taylor. So it's like, it's whatever. It's not full name, but it's...
You see that? Check it out. Look, this is my Wednesday stream. You like that? Holy fuck, it put me in Discord. I forgot. Uh-oh. Am I talking to people in Discord? Oh, no.
It does that. It does that. I don't know why.
I always forget. Okay, good. I wasn't speaking to anyone on there. All right.
Oh fuck! It puts me in Discord all the time, but luckily the channel it puts me into is locked out except for about 4 people.
Okay.
Yeah, considering I sneak in there on occasion. It's like, what you doing?
Check this one out. It's my late night talk show studio here.
That's pretty cool.
I got this here plant.
Nice.
You see on the couch there next to Pickle, because he always says roll gang, so I was like, he must know how to roll. If not, he'll learn.
Gaming yelling.
So,
Yeah.
did anybody else see the Tiger last night?
Yep, that's gaming's gaming and yelling. You know, subscribe to gaming and yelling.
And the tiger.
There's tigers. No, I don't watch baseball.
No, it was who was it? AP.
No, I saw Godzilla last night. I didn't see any tigers.
AP made a tiger character now.
Oh, this yeah, nice. Oh yeah, I did see that. I commented on it. I'm having Sylvana send me AP's head because I'm gonna make stuff out of AP now, just because I feel like it. See what I did with gaming here? I took Thor's throne from Ragnarok, I think, and I put gaming's head on him.
No, that's the end of Dark World, I believe. It's either the end of Dark World or
That's Thor. Yeah.
Well, yeah, it's Thor up there. Could be Loki still sitting there though. Either way, you know what I mean. I don't know. I took a picture. Damn it.
No, you're right. It is from Ragnarok.
There's my big top, you know, and then on here, I'll have to go back on Discord to show you this. There we go. Yeah, I joined Discord, and then my head will pop up in my mouth, and it'll scroll across the screen as if it's a shooting gallery, and I like it.
Yeah,
I like it. I'm gonna have to get little stands to have go across there too, or something.
Well, I can. Maybe I can do it.
I think I barely use. Oh, here's my opening thing too. It's playing a video. Anybody remember that band, The Darkness?
The band?
Yeah, The Darkness.
God, it sounds familiar.
They did a song called "I Believe in a Thing Called Love."
Yeah, yeah.
And the guy has like super high notes. Well, he has more than one band.
No way.
He has another band that I guess he started in 2009 called Hot Leg. And it's exactly what it sounds like. It's basically their hair metal band. Like they got the Darkness looks like it's, you know, late 70s.
Mm-hmm.
This band looks like it's mid 80s. Like they're all wearing armbands and fucking like cut off jean jackets and shit.
Oh Jesus.
And yeah, like he sings a little bit deeper in that band. I noticed that when he's in the Darkness, because he's doing like both bands, and I think him and his brother are also in both bands. And the one guy from the Darkness, the lead singer, is still the lead singer, but the drummer in the second band is one of the guitarists. It's so fucking weird. Like, what the fuck is this? Like, how, you guys multi-talented like that? What the hell? Like, that's a weird amount of skill for guys who seem to be doing joke songs.
Yeah.
Like, maybe y'all
There we
should, you know.
So I've got some mods pulled up, but this is fuck. There we go. So up again. There we go. This is my background, and if I unlock this, I can go to like I've got it. The background for Hangouts transparent out behind that background. So any logo I click on.
Nice.
Yep. So Stormwind
Chroma keyed it out? Is it chroma key? Okay.
Well, it's not chroma key.
Is it one of the filters inside OBS?
It's one of the filters.
Gotcha. I've been messing with those too. I forgot I was still screen sharing.
It's color key.
Oh,
so
cool.
I color keyed out transparent the background to Hangouts, and then whenever you talk, it's got that light gray that pops around it.
Mm-hmm.
I color keyed that out too. So the only thing you see when somebody talks is just a little ring that goes out to the side.
Yeah, I made
and
it black.
Mm-hmm. Yep. That's my setup.
Cool. I can probably wing it. Made it look a little better.
But I don't know why. Last what has it been? Last couple weeks, it's been airing out. Every time I get out of OBS, says OBS crashed.
No shit.
Yep. So I don't know what's up with that.
Did you get a new power supply, by the way? Finally,
I did.
did you get it installed?
Not yet.
Yeah.
What's the point of installing it? He's about to be homeless.
It's okay. He's growing the beard. Pretty soon he'll have an arc with each two of each animal.
I told him he's got to build an arc underneath his trailer. That could be the centerpiece.
Dude, did you see the video I linked in your chat, Sparky? Because this dude, he picked up a 400-foot fucking. He picked up this dude, moved a I think 400-foot garage with just stones. Do that. What he does, Samaj, is like this guy. What he thinks he figured out is he thinks he figured out how to build the pyramids and shit like that, because he can pick up 2,000 and 4,000 pound fucking stone blocks and move them as far as he wants.
That's totally how the pyramids were made. Yeah, exactly.
He did it. He was doing it by himself.
Yep. So here's the old power supply
without any kind of heavy machinery. It's just
that's a Corsair AX2000. Oh wow, that should not have done. How long have you had that?
4 years.
That is that a gold or a platinum?
I think this is a platinum.
Yeah, that should still be under warranty. You should call.
It's not because I bought used.
Oh, you bought it refurbished?
No, I bought used on eBay, and I got pissed off at it. As you can see, I jumped against the ground and did it.
A good old Sparky rage.
You should have opened it up. You should open it up. You might be able to fix it.
I'm going to try to. And here's the new one. So it's a downgrade, but at least all my cables will work with it.
Yeah, you shouldn't need to too much power more than that. The only difference between that is that it will the fan. You will hear the fan probably more from that.
No big deal. The max wattage my computer pulls during a render with overclocked is about 670 watts. Yeah, so a 750 watt, it'll be up there around its peak efficiency, so it'll walk a lot better. And my girlfriend's power supply can't handle that because it's only 550 watts, so I've got all the overclocks disabled.
So I was going to say, speaking about your future misses, given the stressful situations that you guys are going to be in next little while, you should probably knock her up sooner rather than later.
No time like the present is what he's saying.
No time like the present. Yeah.
No, Stalwin. Would you really tell Samaj how Captain Hook is?
Who?
I don't get it. What are we talking about
here? Well, he's talking about my girlfriend.
Yeah, I know who you're.
Yeah.
What about her?
You know how she is. About kids?
Oh, yeah.
Is that a no-show or what?
Yeah. Rest of the class, please.
What?
I said, please tell the rest of the class, please.
All right.
All right.
Someone better start
talking.
He's actually known her longer than I have, so
I got it, guys. Check it out. It's the dude I was talking about. The the old dude. He takes this big ass block over here. You don't think that they could have built pyramids like this, Samaj? He has a rope and some wood stands. He made all this shit by himself, and I think that stone's like 12 feet tall.
Oh yeah,
yeah. The guy that's doing it, like, he's using a hose. It's the most technology he's got there.
Out of curiosity,
Look at that shit.
what do you think would be the possibility of someone, actually investing and making a modern day pyramid?
He could do it.
Like I say modern day, but
Okay.
really do it the same way that they did back then.
That's what this guy's doing.
Same way
just-
back then, I don't know about. Modern day, as in a modern day pyramid, look in St. Louis.
Well,
by
as
modern
long
day-
as you didn't have to dig out the stones yourself and you can just do it to a quarry, probably not that bad.
I mean, like what? Like
See,
why
look at
could
this
you?
dude.
Yeah.
Look at this guy. You see this right here? He's got a stone under a little tiny pebble under this block, and he can grab this wood thing and just push, and he can move that stone, and he can push it in whatever direction he wants,
You
as
know
long as he
what?
spins.
Yeah, it's leverage for
If
you.
you can, if you can get a team together, why not? Just make a pyramid.
Yeah, dude, we're pretty good at math.
See, this is the garage that we're talking about. See this fucking garage? He's moving it all by himself, and it's like, how in the hell can a little tiny dude like that?
Let's see
Well,
him.
I fucked up. He moved the garage 400 feet. The garage
All right.
itself wasn't 400.
Sparky,
So
he can do
it's,
that.
it-
Let's see him move our garage or my garage. You know, the bamboo jungle.
well, Trippy left. His internet probably crapped out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, with the proper leverage, fulcrums, and pivot points, you can move anything. But you can move an 80,000-pound load with a fucking 3-horse tractor with the right gearing.
Yeah.
It's possible. It's just you gotta have the right mechanics.
And you got to be smart enough to do it.
That too.
Not everybody.
It's like the domino effect, but the itty bitty small domino knocking over the progressively small domino until it gets to like a domino 10,000 times the size of the one that started the chain reaction.
Yeah.
It's the same thing.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah. So like with the wrench on my truck, it's a 10,000-pound wrench. But if I go through and do the right hitches, the right cabling, and the right pulleys and mechanisms, I can actually pull 3 times what that wrench is rated at.
So just attach something and then use your truck or something and just use that to move your house.
I could.
Oh shit! Now we're talking here. Yeah, moving houses.
I don't know.
Who needs to fucking hire people?
I don't know in one piece, but I can move the house.
You know what? Better do it yourself, man. Do it yourself. Save yourself a lot. Right?
So my 10,000-pound wrench is attached to a 1998 Ford Explorer, and I pulled out a full-size 4500 Dodge Dually with it. So it's possible.
Okay.
And they got this fucking truck stuck on a. I'll put it like this: they're so stuck they couldn't open the doors to get out of it.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
It was buried.
I can see that.
That took forever to get out, but we got it out. So, and then I told him, I was like, "Yeah, that's $300," and they paid. So,
You know, if you get so buried, you start thinking, I feel like I'm reenacting The Secret of Nim here when that's moving them. Hey, fucking magic.
Hey, Sparky, I know you said how much of that land around your trailer do you own?
well, so what I showed you is the east side of the property. Let me just get back into the main chat where the picture is. And I'll screenshot this again. Wow. There we go. There we go. So I own everything until this this fence line over here. And this fence line runs from here all the way up to the highway. Right here is the highway. All the way back to the creek bank.
So
And all the way to the other side, which is my mom's place, my mom and dad's place, and that goes for about another 70 foot the other way into the other fence line. So everything, fence line to fence line, road back to the creek. Unfortunately, we can't do anything to the front. That's packed full. There's nothing more we can do. I can move back, but I can only move back to this tree row right here because our septic tank is right here.
That's your septic tank?
That's actually plenty of room for the trailer. If you build a concrete slab there, pull it back, and then build another concrete slab back, you'll have a patio for one. And you could technically do that, couldn't you? I imagine.
Well, that's why I was talking about at the beginning of the stream. I can't do that because what I want to do is I didn't want to build a slab because a slab the size of that trailer is around $4,500.
Oh,
so I can do a couple things of what I figured out what I could do to build a foundation, but I can't do it for this trailer. But I can run what's called runners from the front length of the house to the back length of the house. Not the entire length, about 10 foot. So it's right underneath the foundation. And I can do 12 of those underneath of it. And that gives a nice, good footing for cinder blocks to be put up on. The problem is with it being so high up, they don't want to put it. The company that was going to move it doesn't want to put it up on cinder blocks that high because they'll make it unstable.
Yeah.
2, they can't move it back because they don't have the equipment to move it back. So what they said that they would have to do is hook onto it and maneuver it and pull it and get it situated. So we'll have to take all this shit down and get it lined up here. The problem is we got about 15 foot from the trailer to the fence line. Right here is where the shop building is. Right here, which is about 15 foot from here to here. Here's the pad for my mom and dad's trailer. Right here is the septic tank. Right here are lateral lines going to this house. The septic line going from this house to the tank. You got another lateral line from here going to the tank. You got a water line coming up this way from here to a hydrant going up to the house here. And the septic tank right there. So 1, it's too muddy and too soft for them to hook on to move this trailer. 2, they'll destroy the septic tank and the lateral lines to move it. And 3, there's no way to scoot it back without moving it. So I can't move it back. So it has to be right here. So the only thing I can do is lift it up. But then that also, same issue. I lift it up. Well, it's got to be on cinder blocks. And I don't have a foundation. So it's going to make it unstable. I can't pour foundations underneath of it because you can't dig underneath of it. So effectively, I can't do anything with the trailer.
So you're screwed. You just got to wait for the flood to take it.
Yep. The only way that I can set up a new house here is we'll have to demolish this trailer. Or demolish the utilities underneath the ground. That is the only way to move and get rid of this trailer.
That sucks.
Yep. So my plan of moving it back 14 foot and up 2 foot higher can't happen. I wanted to actually do pillars of concrete. So, and they were going to be free flow in the ground and free flow in the air, 24-inch in diameter concrete pillars. And that was actually going to be the cheapest method. That was only going to cost me about $1,100 to do. The problem is it can be done, but I have to pay $70,000 for a crane to pick the trailer up to set on the pillars. And that's an issue because right here is the main electric line, and that's all throughout the front of the house. So they can't get in the front of it. They have to go to the back of it. And same dilemma. It's too soft back there. All the utilities and lateral lines can't get back to the crane to pick it up to move it back.
Damn, that sucks. That you are just shit out of luck.
This is the reason why it's like I got a lot of ideas what I can do. I can't do it because of where everything's located at.
So basically, you're gonna, you might as well just buy a house at this point. It's like, holy shit.
That's pretty much where I'm at. But here's the problem: where I'm located at is considered resort lakeside residential property.
Yeah.
So the type of house that I'm looking for is going to be either a 3-bed, 2-bath, or 4-bed, 2-bath. And to put it to you like this, the closest thing to my spending range that I want to spend is a 1-bed, 1-bath. That's about $70,000.
Sounds to me like you might just have to find an apartment and just rent out for two years with your things already done, and then hopefully get some things going.
That's about $1,200 a month.
Well, I mean, if you're getting a 3-bedroom, you have to get good and cozy with the missus.
That's a 2-bedroom, 1-bath.
Like I said, real cozy.
Yeah.
Let me put some things in perspective for you, Sparky. The house that X and I had was $350,000, and that's for 1 3/4 baths and 4 bedrooms. And the apartment I have, which is a 1-bedroom, is costing me almost $1,400 a month.
Yeah, and that's I don't want to sound like I'm bitching about price of living because
Yeah,
I mean, if I have to, I can. It's one of those things that I refuse to because I've seen how much I was spending for a year renting an apartment up in the other town, and it's like, yeah, that's a really, really good down payment on a house.
yeah. Tell me about it.
And the problem is I own this place. I own this house that I can't do anything with. You own the property. I can't do anything with because the property is collateraled out on my mom and dad's place. Because the FICA loan fucked my mom and dad over on that one.
You can't even take the other option of burning the place down and running for the insurance because there's no fucking insurance.
Yeah, because they won't cover it because it's a salvaged house. Now, if it was a double wide that was a salvaged house and I had it inspected, they would cover it, but they don't do that for single wides.
So how much to buy a bunch of lumber and just expand the size of the place and say that it's just a full-on house? Doesn't have to actually be that.
Too much.
I'm just saying.
I've already looked at that path because one of the things I want to do was skin the trailer, get rid of this fucking metal siding, and actually put good walls up. But you can't skin this house without completely skinning it. And once you start, you can't stop.
That's right.
So I can't do that because the weather and how much time it's going to take and how much money it's going to take.
Hey, here's an option. Can you buy another trailer connected to the one that you're on now and just tear down the 2 walls and put them together? And then count it as a house?
Well, see, that's the thing is I can buy another house and I can set it here. The problem is like I said, I've got to wait. I don't even have to wait. It's just it's depending on if it's got to put me too far out.
Yeah, I'm just trying to look for really freaky Frankensteinian options here.
So so I haven't talked about these 2 options I had. And Trippy, you accidentally exited out. You can go ahead and come back in. You didn't get booted, so and you probably left anyways because there's only 6 viewers. So, anyways, first option, since everything kind of collapsed down and is like I can't do that. First option is okay. I've got a $3,000 loan, and that's $160 every month for 2 years for that $3,000 loan. My fiance has $2,500 saved up, so that's $5,500. All we need is another $400, and if I can qualify this mortgage, we got the house. But then I'm having to pay $160 on that $3,000. I'm having to pay, I think, what they say, I think it's about $200-300 a month for the actual house. Then whatever the insurance and stuff's got to be on it. Not only that, I'm also paying $900 a month in tool bills. My propane tank, which requires filling every 4 to 6 months, is about $600 to $700 to fill it completely up. The electric's around $150 to $200. And a couple other miscellaneous odds and ends I'm having to pay, so I can do it, but I might be stretchable thin for a time. That's option 1. Option 2 is I still go the same path, but instead of saving up for that down payment, I take that $3,000 loan, I knock out all my credit cards and half my toll bills, and reduce. The way I figured it up is 5 payments every month, which ranges from $50 to $100, and knock those down and get them reduced down to $160 a month for that loan. I hurry up and pay the loan off. I hurry up and pay my toll bill down as far as I can. That gets rid of all the credit that's leaned out on me. The only thing that's left is that Snap-on $7,000 of credit I got on them. Do that. And as I'm doing that, save up what money I can. My fiance saves up what money she can. And then when I get to a point next year, I should be good enough on my credit to lower that down payment a little bit and do the same thing.
Well, another option is, since you work for a guy, you work on big trucks and stuff like that, is get your hands on some of the trailers that they're not using anymore, attach them to your car, to your house. Then you'll have a triple wide. You put a roof on it. You cut some holes. The shit's watertight already. So bring the flood, you're set.
They actually make houses like that out of cargo containers.
I know. That's why I threw that out there.
Yeah, and there's, you know what? There's actually a place on my way to work that sells those.
So there you go.
The problem is then you gotta build it and do all the other good stuff, and that's probably gonna cost way more than what the fucking double wide costs.
Well, if you got to go logical instead of the artistic route, fine, be that way.
I'm all
They're all
for,
good. They're all good options.
I'm all
And the-
for making the ugliest house imaginable,
But
just because.
Well,
But if you also get if you get good glass on it, then you have yourself a zombie bunker. So when the apocalypse occurs, you're fucking set.
Oh, dude, that's the way to go. I like that. I like this plan.
See?
I like this plan a lot. Let's go for it. Fucking
When in
zombie
doubt-
house.
Yeah, when in doubt, go for a zombie bunker and you're safe.
I like the way this guy thinks. We're gonna do that. That's exactly what we're gonna do. We're gonna fucking make it.
You two need to talk more, because I really think you two can hit it off.
We'll see about that. Wait till you hear me get more misogynistic, and then it might not like me then, which is fine.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with a little misogynistic tendencies here and there.
Yeah, fair enough. Anyway, I have to head out here for a sec. I might pop in again later if you're still streaming.
Okay.
All right.
I'll probably stream for another hour or
Later.
45 minutes. But hey, we got the McKenna Tuesdays crew now.
Yeah.
So here's the damnedest thing about this whole deal. So since my mom and dad had to get collateral out on this land for that house, because by the time they got everything set up, because there was going to be no collateral, and that's the way it was set up. It was going to be no collateral. And my mom and dad scrounged up all the money, saved everything, and did some stuff. And they got this pad built. They already got the ductwork built up. They already got the foundation set up. We already had all the lines ran and stuff like that. We already had the pole set up. we were just waiting for the loan to finally continue to go through so we can go, okay, buy this house, get it down here, get it set up. Then they came back and it's like, well, we had to have a collateral for this much on this house. It's like, okay, well, my dad's got a property 4 miles that way that we can collateral out on, because we did, my mom and dad didn't want to use collateral on the property in case I wanted to do something with it. It had to be where the place was being set up at. And since all that walk was already done, and it's like, I think $10,000 was already spent doing all that walk. It's like, there was no choice. It's like, yeah, collateral had to be taken out in this place.
Hey guys, on one of the other Discords I'm on, there's somebody who's dressed up as an Adeptus Mechanicus from Warhammer, and for those of you who don't know, they believe that becoming more and more machine brings them closer to their god.
Mm-hmm.
And they're holding a sign over their head that says, "I tried to change my password to flesh, but Gmail said it was too weak."
That sounds like an Xmas Mechanus.
But here's the damn deal about the whole thing. So my dad's property has no collateral on it, has nothing. But it's in my mom and dad's name. This is in mine and my mom's name. So I can get this trailer. With no collateral down on it. And just have one hellacious down payment. And I can move it up to my dad's place, which has fiber.
Promised land.
Yes. But my dad won't go for it. It's like, fuck. If I can get him talked into, yes, let me put a trailer up there. I'll take care of the land. You don't have to worry about mowing it anymore. I'll mow it myself. I'll make sure nobody fucking breaks in and does shit to it. Just let me set a trailer up there. And that's the only thing I might have is just a trailer up there. I get fucking fiber of 100 down and 100 up. I'm good to go.
Again,
Nice.
promised land.
But yeah, he won't go for it. What sucks, because it's like I told him, it's like, well, fuck, I can't do anything with this land. And this is mine.
This land is your land. You're stuck with it, bitch. Cope.
I can't do anything with it for 30 years. Or if my mom happens to pass, it goes to me, and then the house goes to me. But then it says like, well, my dad still lives there, so he's still got to be up there. So it's like it's like I don't know what to do. It's like, fuck. There's actually a really nice house in town, and I actually drove by and looked at it before I started to stream up. And they want $80,000 for it, and it's a really big fucking double wide, and it's got a nice porch built around it. It's got outdoor fireplace with an outdoor awning on the porch. Indoor fireplace. It's 4 bed, 3 bath. It's got a gigantic ass living room, a gigantic ass kitchen, gigantic ass dining room, gigantic ass fucking master bathroom. It's nice. And it's not flooding there.
Yeah.
It's in town, and they got good high speed quality internet. And that's actually one of the routes I'm looking at. Problem is, I don't think I can get a loan for $80,000, and I don't think I'll be able to afford it. And by the time I'm able to, I don't think it's got to be on the market anymore.
How funny is it when looking at homes and stuff like that? One of the things we now take into account is, okay, is the internet a potato or is it light speed?
One of the biggest things I've been looking at is there cable, at least?
Yeah.
Because I will never ever do, no matter what, I'll never ever do again the satellite internet. That just never again.
It sucks.
It does. It really does. Oh, it's the same as. I'm like, bullshit.
Now, granted being, it's probably better than what I can get with my phone line, because with satellite internet, I can actually get 50 down and 3 up. So it's actually an improvement from what I can get. The problem is like I said on my drunk stream that's gone. The ISP has a contract where they can't do it. And they do, it's the shittiest quality that they can provide, because they can't go above what they can provide.
Oh God.
Yep. And it's just in this 5-mile area.
Yep.
That is it. That's all this fucking internet company covers, is just in this 5-mile area. Because in town, yeah, they have the same internet in town, but since it's a town, they also have cable and another like 2 or 3 other lines going into it. But I am too far from the town to be able to utilize it.
Too bad you don't live in Ohio. They just put in a bill to get rural areas up to by the end of next year. And they're requiring the state of Ohio all rural areas to have 100 up and 100 down.
Well, it's like, oh fuck. Well, it's like I said, 3 miles to the north, there's fiber. 2 miles to the west, there's fiber. 7 miles to the east, there's fiber. Oh, it's not even 7 miles. It's like 3 miles. And 6 miles to the south, there's fiber. Just in this little area, there's no fiber. This is the only place in this county that does not have high-speed internet. The only place. And there's no future outlook in the 10-year prediction of getting it here. And actually, since this last flood, all the contracts that they were doing out of redoing the lines have gone out the window because they've canceled.
Use the flood?
Yep.
Yeah, I thought that might happen. I've heard about that happening before in flood places. Oh, well.
Yes. Sparky lives in the devil's butthole.
You could probably sue your ISP. I don't know what that would do you, but you could probably sue them.
The Mary Camille is a pro. Have a wrench. But and Jeremy 06, yeah, probably because you're spoiled on good internet. All the other internet is a potato. But yeah, that's actually one of my outlooks of, okay, if I'm moving from this place, it's gonna be someplace where I get high speed internet. If I have to move from this location, it's going to be a place that I can get at least 20 megabytes up. Because then I can do all the streams I want to do.
Yep.
Okay.
I don't have to worry about fucking editing out videos, doing my repair videos, because hey, I'll show you this little jewel now that's all set up ready to go that I can't fucking use is let's see.
Oh, is this your camera scope?
Yep. So I finally got the attachment, and let me show you the difference. So let me bend this down here. So this little attachment here replaces this attachment. Because beforehand, this camera set up here on top of this, flushed down on top of it. And this thing causes what's called vignetting when it's zoomed in. And who knows what vignetting is? Uneven focusing.
I was gonna say, do you want an honest answer or a bullshit answer?
Yeah.
All right. Vignetting is called uneven focusing. So it would focus in real good in the center, but the further out to the side you got, the blurrier it got. And it's because of the setup. It's just a reduction lens inside of a hollow tube. This mechanism actually has 2 lenses in it that's focusable. So beforehand, if I want, so say I'm doing something with a microscope and I need to zoom in on something. If I zoomed in on something, I actually had to undo the little set screw here and raise it up or down to focus the camera. So now, if I zoom in on something or I change the focus of the resolution, all thing I gotta do now is just rotate that little zoom dial. And it makes it so much better. So much better using this microscope.
I just sent you a picture of my first internet experience, Sparky, on Twitter. Take a look.
I'll take a look. But now I'm all set up. But my whole fucking rec room is a fucking disaster. And there's no sense in fucking getting it straightened up and fixed up right now.
Nope.
No sense in it. So I can't do any of my fucking I can't do anything. Nice. What was that hooked up to? IBM machine or Apple II?
It was either, I think it was a Comcast. Or no, Packard Bell. Old Packard Bell. It was an old Quampac. It was an old.
Oh God, I remember Packard
Yeah.
Bell. I had Windows 95.
Do you remember? Do you remember sticking your hand into it and then cutting the hell out of it just by not even touching anything? You just stuck your hand in the case and all it came out bloody.
Well, it's because they were all they were all computers.
Solder. Oh, it was just the board was nothing but solder. It was a old 486 Packard Bell.
Yeah, I had one of those when I was in high school.
So can I screenshot this? I'm not gonna screenshot the
That's what I had to.
I'm just gonna screenshot the picture.
There
we go.
How old are you?
Me?
Yeah, because I was in. I had that. I mean,
Jim Max, I'm gonna tell you right now, you and KG are probably around the same age.
oh, okay. Well, that makes it okay.
You might,
Yeah.
might be
Because I was in high school. I was actually almost graduated.
you might be a little bit older.
I'm 44. I was born in January.
Oh, okay. We're about the same age then. We're pretty close.
Yeah.
But that was my first experience with the internet. And then when it doubled in speed, I was like, "Oh my god, this is awesome! This will never get any better." And then, today,
Optics.
Yeah.
so
The old days when you actually had to have like 2 phone lines in your house so you could still accept incoming
And if
calls.
someone called you, you're like, you off.
Yep. Oh God, yes.
A phone call came in, it kicked you off. No.
God damn it! I was in the middle of something.
Oh no, hang on.
Someone picks up the phone and starts talking.
We got share in the old time experience. Just give me a couple seconds to find this. Here we go.
God help us all. Yep, there it is.
Oh Jesus.
I remember that.
Yeah. Isn't that sound copyrighted?
I don't know.
Find out momentarily, won't we?
Yeah.
Oh, and then getting the flashbacks of having that sound and everything, and then having the little pop-up window of cannot connect to internet. Please try again.
I'm having flashbacks of Ultima Online.
I'm having flashbacks of StarCraft 1
Oh, wow.
and Diablo 2.
And Diablo 2.
Yeah,
Actually, by the time I played Diablo 2, I had a team at college.
So let me tell you my experiences with owning an Xbox 360 and having dial-up.
Oh,
yeah.
God.
So whenever I bought my Xbox 360, I think it had to have been around 2007, 2008, 2009, maybe 2010. It was around that time. But we still had dial-up internet here at that time. We still had 56K modem, and that's what we used for the internet because, hey, this area hadn't cut up yet. So I had Halo 3. And that's the reason why I bought the Xbox 360 to play it. And I noticed that, hey, it's got online mode that I could play against people. But I couldn't play against people because I didn't have the right phone cord or phone cabling because I didn't really understand how the fucking internet setup was. I didn't I didn't look into it at the time. So
no one really did.
So
That's magic.
I got to play one match on Halo 3 Versus, and it sucked as all fuck. It sucked the hell. But I got to play one match on a 56K modem because somehow I managed to patch it through my computer. So I patched it through, connected to the internet on my computer, and then treated my computer as a hub, and then hooked out of it with the Ethernet port into the Xbox. Got an Xbox Gold membership to try it, and it connected. I was in, and I tried playing one match, and yeah, laggy as fuck. I was everyone's favorite fucking target. I'm running along, and all of a sudden I get fucking killed. It's like, where the fuck did that come from? And it's like, lag.
So speaking of lag, so Starwin, are you still playing Smash or are you playing Destiny
Smash.
2 it again for more character ideas?
No, I'm not playing Destiny right now. I'm actually in World of Light on Smash.
Okay.
I don't need to worry about playing Destiny until tomorrow because that's when the new season starts.
Okay. Because I'm hearing
Let
click, click,
Pro
click,
here.
click, 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 click.
Listen to Pro here, because this Pro here, oh god, he tell you ins and outs of Destiny.
What do you think I'm playing the fuck? Why do you think I'm playing this character?
That's actually a good thing to talk about right now, because I haven't really got a chance to look at that doc you sent. But hey, now that you're here and we got a little bit more time to spare, you want to talk about that?
Sure. Well, the document I sent is basically just kind of here's a little bit here. I haven't gotten into like all the odds and ends about what's going on, but the game takes place 20 years after the events of the fourth movie, basically. So the three
time out. Let's rewind a little bit, because we're talking about this live, and this is supposed to be something that we're doing on the Discord and for mechanics and stuff like that. Probably need to go to the beginning. So one of KG's little friends, and I know exactly who she is, and thank you.
Oh god.
Thank you, Cassie.
What?
Thank you, Cassie.
But
Did I forget? Oh yes, very much so.
yeah. But yeah. If somebody buys us this game, this role-playing game for Project Echo, we'll play this live. And yeah, she bought it. So
within like a few hours of us talking
it's
about
like
it?
We got done with the show, and I was talking to her, and I was telling her, you go, yeah, here's this joke I made, and then like not even 10 minutes, all I get is this, wait a sec. And then I get this email saying, yep, it's been ordered. So I have learned really quick not to make those kind of jokes around her, because it will bite you in the ass.
And there's nothing wrong with it.
Nope.
Oh no, nothing at all.
There's nothing wrong with it. I mean, I like the idea. I don't get into role playing that much online because it seems like it's a big pain in the ass, especially if you're going through on Antoine's Discord. No offense, Antoine, that's just way more in depth, and it's actually, I think, playing by 3.5 standards, isn't it? Well, not 3.5. Their little role playing thing.
Oh no, that was just one of those online free form kind of things.
All right, and I can never get into it, and because I wasn't there from the beginning, so I never paid attention to any of it. But it seems like a fun idea. Mechanic Tuesday is supposed to be, hey, we'll talk about mech anime because we like mech anime, you know, from anything from cyborgs to mechs to giant robots, anything like that. And Project Echo is one of those movies that kind of took us way back, and we found out, hey, there's a loose form RPG guide for it. We got the guide. We made the joke. We're going to stick by the claim.
Yep.
So in my Discord, I actually got set up for Mechanic Tuesday's RPG, and that's where nothing's in it yet, but that's where like offline that's gonna happen. I don't know about online, doing stuff online yet. It's a work in progress. But KG here has been working diligently on it, and I've been a jackass and annoying him on it because I've been busy.
You've kind of had a little more pressing things going on.
Yeah, you had Poseidon
Still,
fighting the deity.
Yeah.
I had to build Dark Man, so
I do feel bad about it because you have put. I can tell you from what I've talked about with Stormwind, you two have been actually working diligently on it, and I'm impressed with what I've heard so far. And going through, I'm gonna try to get more involved in it. Give me a little bit more time. Yeah, well,
No problem.
Yeah.
but yeah, go ahead and explain. That's the basis from it. So yeah, go on with it.
The game in question is actually was made by DreamPod 9, who does they've done the Heavy Gear role-playing game, the Heavy Gear game, and Heavy Gear Blitz, which is a I guess you could say they're kind of like Armor Trooper Votoms in scale. They're not giant robots, but they're definitely big. Jovian Chronicles, which is kind of a Gundam-esque role-playing game. Gear Craig, which is what if all those pulp like Doc Savage and Indiana Jones and stuff like that was for real during World War II. So they actually have like walking tanks and shit. So these guys know what they're doing. The Silhouette system is actually a very simple D6 based tabletop role-playing game.
You still need to bunk that one guy too.
Oh, him. I actually had pressed him into the, this guy. Anyways.
who?
Your own way.
This Sparky said, "Hey, watch this. This guy actually did a review of Project Echo, and clearly had no idea about the game system, why it was the way it was, nothing. They intended, the reason why it's called the Silhouette system is because it is only supposed to give you an outline of what to do. It's supposed to be that easy, that simple. In the game, in his review, he was like, "Oh yeah, they use the use of she, which kind of predominantly states female characters and stuff." It's like, yeah, most of the main characters in the anime is she. It's not forcing you to do this. It's just saying, because of all the she's in here, they're going to use she. Because if you look up, they actually have stats for the Colonel, who's kind of this high roll, boogeyman kind of thing. Well, when they're talking about him, they use he. He made mention of how, oh yeah, they kind of encouraged to being a failure because it would be fun. It's like, dude, did you actually read about the negative repercussions of failure? Like your character walking around the rest of the game, rest of the session in bandages until you can heal up for a few days. And it's like, what the hell?
Yeah, by being ran over by a speeding Aiko pulling along a dangling Seiko behind her.
Yeah.
Multiple times.
Oy.
Back to back.
Random encounter.
Yeah.
Or being in a mech being beat the fuck up by Aiko.
Yeah, the mech explodes and the character when you see them next has bandages all over him and a crutch. Anyways, Growlstone. Like I said, it's a really simple D6 system. But what I've got going on for basically Mechanic Tuesdays, the RPG, is it takes place 20 years after the 4th OVA. So Eiko, Biko, and Seiko are grown up. They're in their, mid to late 30s. They have kids of their own, stuff like that. And the Earth as they know it has changed even more drastically. Because now that aliens have been seen and known, and after the events of the first Project Echo, other alien species and so forth are starting to come to Earth and kind of see what's going on. There's been two wars that Earth has been involved in. One of which is kind of a Robotech light. Giant aliens show up and are like, great place, we can make a colony here, but what's with this insect infestation? And thanks to some help, the aliens are actually repelled. The second one is because of a misunderstanding. An alien species that is predominantly, basically sentient flowers arrive, and one of the dignitaries who was sent to meet them had a flower on her lapel. They saw this as an act of war, and I believe, as I put it in the write-up, the most horrendous form of biowarfare ever imagined occurred. They dumped a ton of pollen all over the planet, so everybody's allergies were going nuts and they couldn't fight.
I'm just glad I'm a robot, so I can't breathe.
This was before before the characters showed up.
Yeah, clearly.
Thankfully. But yeah, if you had to breathe, the pollen was fucking with you.
Sounds reminiscent of Mospita.
I've taken like ideas and liberties.
I can tell.
Hey, you know what they say about
right.
Hey,
Yeah.
it's not copyrighted, so who cares?
Yeah.
that, and the int-bits were more sluggish than plantish.
Yeah, I've been
Yeah, they only use the flowers as a power source.
Or as the int-bits actually used it as a food source. Depending on which version you read.
I've been meaning to keep up on this. I got it downloaded finally like a week ago, but I still haven't read any of it because I've just been having stuff pop up here left and right.
That's all right.
I've been wanting to get involved in it, just never have.
But
It's there. So
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, I have it, so I just got to read it now. So
I do too.
like I said, what I've written up is only like a real loose. This is what's happened
In the intervening time between.
Right. I mean, I haven't gotten into like the teachers you guys are going to have, some of the more popular students, the different species. As you can tell, I'm really big on universe building.
Yeah.
So you can't technically be a man unless this. Can you be a man? Can you have?
Yeah.
Can you be a guy? An actual, not a chick with, not a guy with boobs. Well,
Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can play whatever you want.
Okay.
My character is technically male. Technically is the loosest term I can use.
Yeah.
I'm surprised SJWs don't play this game. I'm really not, because it's very open. Like very, very, very open.
Yeah, you'd think.
Well, SJWs would probably get a hold of this game. Is like, yeah, you can't play as a male in this because they always say she in this.
Yeah, let's not. Let's not
We
drag
know
it through the
Superman's
mud.
in here, so we know there is a he.
Yeah. But so 20 years later, all the characters are male, female, androgynous, hermaphroditic, robotic, whatever. General gist of what I'm going off of is if it's in an anime, we can do it. So if you actually there's probably a world out there where Shield Hero is real. That sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
On the planet, the Graviton City, which is of course the city where the animes take place is become kind of the hub for human and extraterrestrial relations. That's kind of where everyone shows up.
So it's basically like the Citadel from Mass Effect.
Yeah. Or New York in MIB.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, okay.
The school you guys are going to, because for everyone who needs to know, this is a high school based role playing game, which means all the characters are going to be like 15 or 16. Which is really funny considering the pictures that Starwind has showed me of his character. It's going to be hilarious.
Oh, yeah.
But
I could just imagine it.
Oh, you're damn Skippy. I think KG's exact words were, "Yeah, I think the football team's gonna want you."
Yeah, it's like, yeah, there's a lineman if ever there was one.
So we're talking about Kenshiro Mark II. I mean,
As a robot.
instead of a transgendered female.
But there's, it's like learning how to pilot a mobile suit or like a Valkyrie is actually part of the curriculum.
Hmm. Go ahead.
Huh?
Go ahead. I was going to say, so I could be like an Evangelion pilot.
Yeah.
So, get the damn robot. Is basically what we're going to be telling you the entire time.
Get in the damn robot, Sinji. Yeah, Storm was telling me that you want everyone to pick a base model suit, just not a upgraded one or one to the fancy ones, just one to like basic ones.
Yeah, if you go with a base model, because like basically like the mass-produced suits from Universal Century are very ubiquitous. So it's like you could go out and buy a Gelgog for like about as much as you could go and buy a used car, kind of thing.
It's cheap to start out with.
Yeah, and it's kind of just a basic keep it simple, stupid.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I'm very big on character growth, and that also includes the equipment you use. So to start off with, like, hey, I've got the God Gundam right out of the chute. Well, that kind of takes some of the fun out.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like KG, if you don't mind, a little bit about my guy.
Go for it.
Basically, the way me and KG have described this is going to end up working for him, because my character is a scrapper. He's one of those people. To put it bluntly, he's a guardian. He's one of those people that are self-sufficient, build their own things. Well, he'll end up being some battlefield, like the remnants of an old battlefield, and he'll be salvaging weapon parts and stuff. And to put it the way KG said, he'll probably find a used robot just left. And I was like, he could use that.
You know what? I feel real dumb now because now I can't remember the guy's name from Battle Angel Alita. I feel real fucking stupid now.
Oh, the doctor?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. Hugo,
yeah. Not Hugo. No, that's not.
That's not Hugo.
No, that's Alita's love interest.
Right.
At
least I remembered one of the names.
Well, I don't remember two. Alita? Unless you're watching the anime and it's wow, I've slept since then. But yeah, the doctor. So he's kind of like the doctor from Alita. Go around and scavenging for parts.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
That'll be weird. That'll be a tough one for me to pick.
Because the way my guy would be in. Go ahead, KG.
But with kind of Starwind's character being kind of a scrapper and stuff like that. Like I was telling him, there's actually a diving team and a diving club at the school. Diving club is like Gundam Build Divers, where you basically can log in and you're in this giant MMO kind of thing. Diver teams are like Ico Incarnate, where they actually go into the wastelands and stuff like that to salvage parts from the first war, and they get paid for it. Well, if you also go in and you find stuff that you want, well, now all you got to do is repair it.
Yeah, because we already discussed my guy was going to be in the divers team.
Yeah. So there's also the things like I was telling him about how like some of the field trips for the characters will be like off planet. Let's go to Epsilon Eridani and see how they do things there. Or somebody will cut, Starwind starts getting mouthy with someone just to have his girlfriend come up out of nowhere and slam him into a wall with a megaton hammer because he was being a dick. So it's literally
what?
I can see my ghost coming out and going. He deserves that.
I don't want to know. I don't want to know.
It's the description KG gave.
Yeah.
Basically.
Okay.
It's not. There's not actually going to be one, but that was just the example he gave.
I got you.
Yeah, because I can see my ghost coming out, looking at me, and going, "You deserve that." Like, geez, thanks.
Yeah, you were kind of being a putz on that one. You kind of deserve it. Now go to the shop and get the dent put out of your head.
I think my character would probably, if I made one, be more like a but there's no real good character model I can use besides Edward Eric.
Is what now?
So that means if we make short jokes,
well, no, not like that. I'm not talking about alchemy wise or that wise. I'm talking about because my character would probably have mechanical arm or something like that.
Yes, cybernetics and stuff like that. Fully understandable. One of the NPCs known as the Red Death, whereas everyone else will be wearing uniforms. For some reason, they allow her to wear her armor all the time. And it is basically a hard suit from the Night Sabers.
Oh, nice.
But the reason why she's allowed to do it, there's a small group that knows. Nobody else has the balls to ask. Kind of thing.
Can't remember what show that was on.
And you also
by the way, Cassie says you guys are welcome.
Yes, very much. Thank you.
Yeah.
Hell, she still gets on streams for the hangout links. She can get on here. I don't care.
Yeah, she's at work right now.
Oh yeah, that's right. She works nights, doesn't she?
Yeah.
I forgot.
Which makes our Borderland gameplay time really kind of screwy.
Janky.
Yeah. And we're getting so close to finishing Borderlands 2 before Borderlands 3 comes out.
If it comes out.
It better come out.
Well,
it's already out on pre-order.
A lot of companies have been hinting at quite possible bankruptcy lately. And they're the major ones because I think a lot of companies were hoping to make a lot of money and they done fucked up and overextended themselves.
Yeah, KG, you also said you all
What's that? You're cutting
actual
out.
player.
Yo, roboting bad.
Yeah. You're cutting out, brother.
Probably need to adjust your bandwidth down. It's probably getting that peak time since it's 10 p.m. But no, my character will probably be somebody with cybernetic arms and basically the way I could see him is kind of like in a pat labor.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah. Since we are,
I scrapped the ghetto pat labor, but
yeah, I mean, there's all sorts of labors out there. One of my personal favorites is the Griffin labor.
but yeah, it sounds like you really put some work into this, and
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, the school you guys are going to is actually funded by one of the empires that's off planet. And what they make they don't try to hide it, is you go to the school there, and they will actually try and recruit people from that school to join their military.
You know what? I'm gonna look something up real quick and I'm gonna send it to you guys. Just because this sounds reminiscent of something I watched. Actually, I think I brought this up to you guys a long time ago. But you remember the anime I was talking to you about called Robotics Notes?
Yes.
Sounds familiar.
Yeah,
Probably
where you said the me, you, Starwin, and Cadunt were in it.
Yeah, I do remember that. Yeah, because I was the fighting game guy.
Yeah,
Still
I'm gonna
haven't
send
watched that.
You probably need to. All right, my computer's acting screwy a little bit. It's there in the side chat.
Oh, yeah.
I'll put it there and I'll put it into YouTube as well. But no, now watch this.
Is this where they build the high school builds a robot?
Yes.
Yeah, I've seen this.
Yeah,
I haven't seen it all the way through. I stopped watching it. But it was pretty good.
It gets all right. So it gets real good. And there's a lot of sad moments in the show too. Once it gets, I think, past episode 12, I think it is. Yeah, once it gets past episode 12 or 14, I can't remember, but it actually starts getting sad and depressing in parts.
Oh yeah, that's why I stopped watching
it. It's actually, the outcome's actually really good. It's actually a worthwhile movie to watch, show to watch from start to finish, and I mean, I liked it, and I could pick out everyone from in the cast. Is like, yeah, that's Cadunt, yeah, that's Starwin, yeah, that's KG, that's me. You know, it was one of those shows that when we first started Mechanic Tuesdays, I was going through and trying to find shows that we could cover, and this was one of them. And we just never got around to really covering it. And I'm still gonna stick true to doing the Watch Club version of Mechanic Tuesdays tomorrow. So we'll do Gundam. This is too long of a show to do Watch Club like we did with Rise and the Shield Hero. It's just gotta be too long to do. So we'll do it a regular Mechanic Tuesday style. We'll watch it and then we'll talk about it. But I think, KG, if you actually sit down and you watch the show, you will get a lot of good ideas because this show has a lot of the aspects of what you're talking about in your world. Now, you can forego the off-world, the alien and stuff like that, but everything else is there because, like I said, it's a school. In school, there's two main characters, a main male and main female, and the two of them are friends, and they were in some sort of accident together. So the female has some sort of condition where when it affects her, time slows down for her. So time speeds up for her. So whenever it's some sort of condition because of something that happened, but time speeds up for her. So she'll like go into a trance and she'll pass out for an hour. And for her, it's like that. The guy has the same thing, but instead of speeding up, time slows down for him. And that makes him really, really good at video games and later in the show, robot fights. Because the main female's sister started a robotics club in the school. And they were building their favorite mech from a show called Gunville. And they were trying to make a giant version of Gunville because it was a popular show. But the show stopped. It ended on a cliffhanger. It was never finished because of reasons that will be explained later on the show because it's actually tied to one of the characters. But it's actually really interesting because they go through and they build a robot to go through contests and stuff like that. And they're trying to get to a point of getting the club built back up and started. So you go through the first part to try and get the club started back up, but they have to win this contest. They win this contest, and then they start going through and start getting funding to, hey, they can build this robot. And they go through, and it's real interesting. It's actually real endearing to watch. And like I said, there's a lot of good aspects I think you can use in this story. So
yeah, I'll have to give it a watch.
Yeah, it's worth it. And the show starts out, and this is one of those real shows. It's kind of like Infinite Stratos. And I don't know if anyone here has watched Infinite Stratos. But it's one of those weird shows that when it starts out on the climatic part of what happens at the end of the show. And that's how it starts
like
out.
a Pulp Fiction kind of scenario.
Yeah, it starts out, and they're getting into trying to get Gunville started up. And you see Gunville rising, and they're taking off. It's like some sort of main mission that's happening. Something big going down that they'll have to do this for, but it's not revealed what. And it ends and it starts off a couple months back. And it walks up to that point. So it kind of gives you, hey, this is going to be exciting at this point in time, but watch the show get there. And I know Infinite Stratos does that. They've done that IS-1 and IS-2. And I don't like how they do it, but it is what it is. And what they do with this robot is actually real fucking cool. Because when you see the robot being built, and you see what the end result is. So it basically looks like a giant toy robot that they're building. No, it's like
a rock-up socket robot.
Exactly like that. That's what it looks like.
That's
cool. When they're first building it, and it's like big, blocky, and stuff like that. It's just like one of those, like the toy robot from Big O.
Oh, no, I was thinking like, what was it? Cubics? I think that's what the show was called.
Not like that. It's not like that.
Well, you said block. That's the first thing that jumped in my Cubics.
Yeah, George Cubics was a good show.
Yeah,
but but when you see this opening, you see Gunville. It's the actual Gunville. I mean, it's the actual. It looks like the actual robot that they built. In the show and the show that they watch. So it fully articulated, fully movable. Is they built the actual Gunville, but they don't. It's still the blocky robot. They have virtual reality in this world. There's a program that's I can't remember what it's called. I think it's called the World or UI. I can't remember what it is. But it's like augmented reality. So you can, one of the things, and how they show off in the shows. So it shows him, the main male character with a pad. He just installed this new program. And instead of taking a video or a picture, just holding it up to this girl, and he's like putting cat ears on the girl, and it's like reacting to the girl. It's like Instagram. It's like one of those Instagram filters, but it's actual augmented reality. And it turns out that plays a big role in the show later on because of an AI that lives there. And so they build Gunville, but they build a skeleton because, you know, they actually keep this real realistic. It's like they don't have the type of motors and the hydraulics or anything like that to build to be able to hold the armor. It's gonna be too heavy. It's not gonna. You can't make it walk right. So what do? So they build it up as a skeleton, and they use the augmented reality to make it look like Gunville. It's actually a real unique touch that they did in the show that I actually kind of liked. Because that augmented virtual world plays a real big key part because there's clues that they have to find in this augmented reality that's like placed in places. So it's almost like playing Pokemon Go.
Cool.
That's the best way I can put it. It's like playing Pokemon Go. You gotta go to these locations, and these locations there's like check marks and place markers set up, and the piecing together a mystery that's about the end of the world, basically. And they're trying to stop that. So good show. It's worth a watch.
I'll have to take a watch then.
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
No, go ahead, Jim.
I have a backstory for my character now. While you guys were talking, I came up with this. My character is the son of a couple that owns a restaurant that has a doorway to another world.
Okay.
And he has a special ability. And that ability is to steal. But he can only steal one thing.
Don't say panties.
Panties.
I don't know how my character or my ghost are going to feel about that.
I don't know. Hey, in this world, that's a valuable ability.
Yeah.
Because
why?
It's a powerful ability in this world. Think about it.
Yeah.
No, it's not. All you gotta do is break into an alien ship and go into the fucking laundry hold. There you go.
But while they're fighting and they notice they feel a breeze, it becomes a distraction.
If I remember in high school DX,
it feels breezy
DXD, there was a demon who stole the underwear of the female students. And they had to find it and take care of it, but it was stealing underwear, bras, panties.
Why does that sound? Well, no, it sounds like Konosuba. It also sounds like an episode of Strike Witches that I've seen.
Probably.
No, it does.
It probably is.
No, it is. It is.
But
creepy as all fuck. But yeah.
This is Happosai from Ranma as a young man.
Yeah. Yes, there you go. That is my character, Happosai.
From another dimension.
No, the parents have a restaurant that brings in customers from another dimension.
Okay.
And you can't go in the front door. Okay, there's a front entrance to this restaurant, but anybody who tries to go into the front of the restaurant will decide not to. And just won't go in, but it has customers come because that doorway technically isn't really. It's there, but it's not. It's not really the entrance. But if you go in the back door, you can enter into a restaurant in the house above.
Nice, I like it.
Secret restaurant style penny thief.
There you go.
But some of the things I've got set up are like, on much like with Gundam Seed. There actually is planets that, because of the way that they're basically like their electromagnetics work, you cannot sustain a nuclear fusion, so you have to have batteries. Which, if you're running around in a nuclear powered suit and you get too close, you might find yourself just floating around for a while.
Yeah.
The engineering club of the school are actually in the process of designing and manufacturing the iron-blooded orphans. They're right now from there. They're only prototypes, but they've got like 2 or 3 of the suits built because one of the planets near that is kind of a neighboring planet to one of the other worlds has issues with giant monsters, and so the kind of armor from Iron Blooded will help the pilots and stuff like that and the colonies defend themselves from these things.
Mm-hmm.
I've got, like I said, I've got a lot of ideas and so forth. There's one species, which, because you got to have it, is all female, but
Okay.
they're
Ken Max character away.
It's the Mel Trendy.
they're hermaphroditic.
Oh no, Ken Max is going to be in for a surprise if he tries that.
That's what I was saying. It's going to be a little weird, but
Yeah.
it'll get good.
They're
JD, do you need the Infinity Gauntlet to make this world? I mean, just
believe it or not, some of these species and stuff are ones that I've used before. The name of the species is actually Funatari, not Futanari. So it is a take on the Japanese dick girl.
Gen Max is going to find that not Dragon Balls.
But
What kind of underwear are they? Oh, these are guys' underwear. What the hell? that will be his only weakness.
Yeah,
Men's underwear. Except for
they're normally fairly busty because in all honesty, ever seen that shirt that says "God, I wish these were brains"?
Are they actually brains?
They are actually an offshoot of their brain, and the larger the breast means the more skilled and capable they are, because there's a gland tied to the mammaries, which will actually, will help teach the young through nursing with the parents.
Have we been flagged yet?
Probably.
Surprisingly. This just keeps getting weirder and weirder, and this is getting funny. I don't know.
It's funny. It's really weird.
There's as I mentioned in the write-up, there is a species called the whites, which are from the Albedo star cluster. Albedo, for those who are serious comic book geeks, Albedo is actually a furry comic about a spacefaring, they're a spacefaring species, and it's actually a really interesting social, political, war kind of story. So I kind of put them there. There is the Jade Empire, which the school that you guys are going to is actually funded by. And picture werecats that have access to Guyver units.
Yikes.
Yeah, and they are a theocracy. They believe their empress is quite literally the embodiment of their goddess. So her word is unquestionable in law. And on that note, you guys were going to school with said empress.
Christ.
oh boy.
I'm already getting Marasov vibes out of this. I don't like it.
But that's just kind of a...
I'm oh, what was his name? That one Izakai. Shit, I've got to look it up now because it's actually funny.
But there's going to be all sorts of like species and cultures and stuff like that running around. So there's always a chance for crazy wackiness.
So, oh yeah, this is gonna be fucking hilarious. This is gonna be great.
Yeah.
So has Kid Dunn expressed anything she wanted to play in particular?
Not yet. Unless she is said something to me now.
Well, have you seen her drawing this morning that she posted? That might be it. Here, let me show it to you.
Yeah, she just expressed, she has told me that she is interested, that she's in. She hasn't seen Project ACO, so of course, I'm like, you might want to go watch the show we just did.
Or just watch the show.
Yeah, little column A, little column B. I'm trying to get us more views, dude.
This will be her character. I'll put it in the chat.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Fuck you, Gen Max.
It's now the fappening.
Infinity Albert, then?
All right, so I don't remember the name of the show, but it's an isekai. And what it is there's another world, another dimension found. And this guy is brought over. But he's brought over to be a teacher in this world because the Japanese government is trying to warm up to this culture. And what he's basically doing is he's teaching this other world otaku culture.
Oh, God.
No, he's teaching them otaku. He's bringing over manga, anime. He's basically teaching all the civilians what it is to be otaku. And it ends up being some sort of ploy and ruse. They're using him to make them be dependent on Japan, collapse the market to come in to take over.
Okay.
It's a trap.
It's a trap.
And well, basically it's a monarch situation in this world too. And the princess of this world has the hearts for this guy.
Ah.
Or it could be like Familiar of Zero situation.
But I think I told Starwin about this. I don't know if the rest of you guys. One of the first things I did when I was fiddling around with the rules to see how different they are compared to the silhouette that I'm used to. One of the NPCs I built is actually a Saiyan. So she is from Dragon Ball.
Just saying. Super Saiyan.
So if that doesn't give you an idea of what kind of weird and wackiness we got going on, nothing will.
No, I'm pretty sure Gen Max's character will be the pinnacle of that.
What was that? I didn't hear that, sir.
Oh, KG said something about if that doesn't show how weird and wacky this is going to get, I don't know what will. I said, yeah, your Gen Max's character will.
Oh, yeah, I will.
And then my character looking at you, it's like, why do you care about that? I was going to say, because my character's a freaking robot. He doesn't care about... Yeah.
No, it's not about... It's just about harassing the women.
Yeah,
but
he's not going to see it like that.
That's what my character's all about. Sexually harassing women.
I stole her panties. Why are they wife fronts? Ew.
Oh, wow. Speaking of which, I'm going to share something with you guys because we need a good laugh. I want to end this out on a good laugh.
Oh, okay.
All right, hit us.
Oh, yeah, go for it.
Well, I'm trying to
I'm
get
not
it
playing
set up
video
good.
games right now.
He keeps kicking me in the dick.
No. I'm planning on going for at least another... How long is this?
About Tree Fitty.
15 minutes. Another 15 minutes because this is like 11 minutes. It's episode 8 of Isekai Quartet. And I'm trying to start up Rabbit real quick.
There's
No,
episode
not what I
8.
wanted. It's episode 8.
Okay.
You're not gonna miss anything. That's actually one of the really good things about oh fuck, I've got it in.
Why
is this not walking?
Gremlins.
Because it's
Because
technology.
Poseidon's still angry with you.
You blinded his son, and now he comes for you.
No, well, technically, KG, it's not too far off the truth because we actually had to deal with Neptune last game.
Wow.
Well, no, because apparently Neptune was this crotchety old man who's been in our campaign since day one. He's an old man with dementia who kept stealing one of our allies' mounts because he thought it was his donkey. This was a war rhino, mind you.
Oh.
It's like a legit war rhino. He keeps saying, "That's my donkey." And yeah, come to find out, we figure out it's Neptune because he halts an entire zombie apocalypse with a pair of leaves that turn into a white
How's
dragon.
that possible? Neptune's in Area 51.
No, now he's in the town. Now he's in the town all by himself. It's an entire. I think it's like the equivalency of Paris evacuated. And it's just him there. Because the fact we came up with was he's a literal danger to himself and others, and we we purposefully released his abandoned son. But now we've got like a deity on our side now, so we're okay with this.
There are worse things to have than a deity to go, "Hey, bro, what's up?"
Oh no, he's our bestest friend in the whole wide world. Well, because he's been there for like 3 million years and he's still a kid. So it's child logic.
Yeah.
We helped him out. You're my best friend. We pissed him off. You're my worst enemy. You're gonna die now. Like, fuck.
Yipes.
Jim Max, I seen you popped into the watch club room. Is it acting weird to you?
Let me see. I was just on there. It is just saying watch and explore and watch. That's all. We have an intermittent issue that may make Rabbit a little less great. We're sorry. This will be working on to fix it. Yeah, they're having a little bit of a problem.
Well, I'm trying a different web browser real quick.
They're saying they're having an issue that might make.
Well, I was saying that last time too.
Yeah.
All right, fine. So, all right. Hang on. I'll just do it this way. We'll have to do it the way me and Kadun does shit. We have to hit play simultaneously.
All of us.
Yeah. Well, you won't get it if you don't watch it. Like I said, it's actually very fucking funny. It actually ties in really well to pennies.
Oh god.
Panties.
And flat chestedness.
Flat chestedness.
Yeah.
Oh, it's this scene, isn't it?
Yes, just
I'm not saying nothing.
I
so
remember watching this one hentai. I know hentai.
It's
That
not
it was set in a sci-fi set. It was in a sci-fi setting, and the captain of this battleship. You see her walking around. She's got the bouncy top and everything. She gets ready to go and take a bath, and takes her boobs off. Her tits were actually lost technology to make it look like she had a rack because she was basically a 2x4.
All right. So is everyone got pulled up?
Yes.
All right. So if everyone's ready, play in 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay.
This is actually funny. So.
Mine just said this video is unavailable.
Mine's up.
Hold up here.
You have to reload probably.
Mine's up.
Mine's still
Pause.
Mine's still not working.
And there's a net. All right, so you're seeing the
This
play
video,
box?
I see the play box. It says this video is unavailable.
Is there a tab up top that says Chromecast Player 2?
Yes.
Hit that.
Okay. Okay, it's playing.
Okay.
I'm at 4 seconds. 5 seconds.
I'm at 26.
Close enough.
I'll skip ahead.
I just skipped ahead to minute 52.
That's probably best, so I'm at minute 50.
Okay. Just started.
That face of skulls. And like I said, it's super deformed, is what this is. But it's actually really fucking funny.
Nurse.
The fuck?
All I'm going to say is KG, don't question it.
So Shelton and Alberto are from Ainz's World, the tall skeleton, and they have crushes. They both have a crush on Ainz. They both have a crush on the Lynch.
Gotcha.
Which? There's the fucking masochist.
My headset's beeping at me.
There's a talking cat.
Yeah, it's from ReZero. And his name's Puck.
I'm hearing beeping. That's just because I'm fighting like 8 Mr. Damon watches. I'm going to go with both.
Yeah.
Wait,
How
what?
eye patch has gone in this one?
Boobs.
That's because, of course, you would.
I was like, eh.
It's like, what? The fuck is this shit? Nobody told me this was going to happen.
So yeah, I think it's the next part's coming up. That's what it is. I said they're really short. They're like 11 minutes long.
What is a test of courage? Oh, God.
Now, isn't
Yeah.
the blonde with who's all in the uniform? Isn't she the little psychotic that was actually a dude from another
Yes.
dimension?
Yes.
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 That's Tanya.
Okay.
Oh my god, really? She is holding one. I think she's holding.
It gets better. Yeah, she is holding a cod piece.
Oh my god.
The hell?
But
I'm just now reaching the part where they're looking at the guys.
no, poor Aqua comes walking around the corner. Yeah, she'll be better friends with casting.
It's the undead things. I
Yeah,
get turned
no, no,
into
no,
that.
no. It gets better.
I'm saying that. You're the only kid around here. Yeah, let's say that to an all-powerful priestess or god.
Yeah,
Yeah.
basically God. Yeah.
But I won't attack him. He's like, wait, what? You just now made that connection? Wow.
You just really
I
you
forgot
just
how much
realized
married
that
he was.
you-
Oh no, just wait.
Whisper, whisper. That's always never a good sign.
Oh. It's oh god.
Because Alberto's still a virgin. Alberto's still a virgin.
Yeah, we found that out because of the horse.
Yep.
The horse demon. Yeah.
It gets better. It gets better.
Yeah, it sounds about right. Once in a while, you say something that actually makes sense.
Oh my goodness.
Oh. Uh-oh. Here it comes.
Yeah, it comes.
Yeah. Junior goddess.
Putting pads in your bra.
I think I'm about 15 or 20 seconds ahead of you guys.
She does that.
And Albedo just loses it at that point.
Got it.
Because yeah, she is.
I
White.
think without realizing.
Using pads is wrong.
God.
That was cute. I'll get.
Ba-dum-bum.
Yeah, and that ending song is like, oh my god. I actually found a 3D version that somebody made, and the expressions Tanya makes is fucking priceless because she's like, I can't believe I'm fucking doing this.
Oh my god, I'm actually gonna have to watch the rest of this.
This is actually really, really good. But
I could watch this. Yeah.
so it's funny. But it's funny if you put the characters, if you put the characters on how you know them from those shows into context. So watching this episode, and even watching all the episodes like shout to Alberto, you don't get the connection if you're just watching the show. If you watched Overlord, both those are really, really sore subjects to both Alberto and Shelter.
Yeah.
And, the same thing with Akra and Kasumi,
Oh, wow.
Tanya, them. And it's like I said, in Tanya, from Saga, Tanya and Evil, the fact that her backstory on how she is and how she came in that world and what she is, and she's looking for this from shit. It's like, it's like, what?
It's like, what?
Gotcha.
Yeah, they make the show really fucking funny and all that good shit, and it's worth a watch if you want to laugh. Like I said, I haven't seen ReZero or Konosuba. I've seen a little bit of Konosuba. I haven't seen ReZero, so I don't have any point references for those characters. But when it comes to Overlord and Saga of Tanya Evil, I know all those characters' backgrounds, and it's funny as fuck.
Nice.
And Zoe's back in chat. What's up?
Oh,
Huh? So, anybody have any thoughts or any notes to go off on? Because I'm pretty sure that we all have stuff to do.
I gotta get a shower, go to sleep.
I kind of got one. In the time between we started, when I joined in and when this is ending, yeah, I went from like 770 something to like 830 spirits in that intervening time.
So you gain a.
I've been busy.
Oh God! You in that game? Too bad Lo-Fi's not in chat still, because if Lo-Fi was in chat, did you ever send her a friend request on Switch?
Yes, I did. I did send her that. I even threw the comment out there. Hey, we could, if you needed content, I'm halfway decent at Smash.
Yeah, just don't do to her what you did to Antoine.
Sorry.
Well, Jim Max is probably going, I don't get it.
I get it. I've heard the stories.
The legend.
The legend of Antoine just never playing the game ever again because of what he did to him. Yeah, I've heard.
Oh God!
You
don't humiliate Lo-Fi like you did Antoine.
Just don't rape.
It's gonna be a one situation. It's gonna be as fair as it's gonna get. It's not my fault I had 3 people from work. I just thoroughly trounced.
Oh no! Explain that, please.
Oh yes, I've got 3 friends at work who all have a Switch at Smash. They figured, we can do a 3v1 scenario. I was like, I volunteer to be the one. And this is after they've all fought me, and I've had like a 99% win rate against them. So it's like, okay, we'll set it. Pick your character. We'll pick the stage. That was it. No smashes, no items. Like, deal. I picked Lucario. And if you don't know anything about Lucario in Smash, the more damage he takes, the stronger his attacks become.
So he's like, what was that one Pokemon? I can't remember.
It's Lucario.
No, there's another Pokemon that does that. He's the fire starter from, I want to say no.
Oh, you're thinking of Incineroar, aren't you?
Incineroar, yeah.
Yeah. 3 stock match. I lost a life. That's all I lost.
And the outcome of that was?
I won. I killed 9. Killed all 9. I killed them 3 times each.
And what was the outcome of that?
Okay. I go to work the next day. They look at me and go, "How the fuck did you do that?" I'm like, "What?"
I thought you said that they wouldn't play against you no more.
Take me on in a 1v1 situation anymore.
You mean a 1v3?
Yeah, that too.
Okay, hearing Starwind go, okay, you be the 3, I be the 1. It's kind of like playing.
A red flag.
It's kind of like Rochambeauing a guy, and the guy that across from you goes, "You can kick first." That's not an opponent you want.
They were using, who was it? It was Link, Sheik, and Little Mac. 3 halfway decent good characters, and they're really good with them. Yeah, they're just lucky I didn't use Ness, somebody I won a tournament with back in Brawl.
He keeps kicking me in the dick.
Yeah.
Why? Why does he keep kicking me in the dick?
I love the episode where it's like weak spot found, and Goku gets punched in the nuts.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Goten vanishes in the future.
He goes, "Isn't funny, is it?"
Yeah.
He goes,
I want to troll. I want to see something. I want to see if we get a reaction.
Releasing control art restriction systems 3,
"Oh, he is."
2.
Here comes the summon.
Approval of Situation A recognized, commencing the Cromwell invocation. Ability restrictions lifted for limited use until the enemy has been rendered silent.
Hey, that's funny. That's the last thing I remember hearing before I fought him, took the 3v1 fight.
Well, I'm seeing if we get a reaction from someone that might be ghost watching.
Well, yeah.
You should
Probably
use
not.
the abridged version of that. It's a lot better.
There is an abridged version of that, isn't there?
There is an
No.
abridged version of that where he goes, releasing all restraints to, or something along the lines, "I'm releasing all restraints to kick your ass." It's like, it's really good.
You need to add that post haste.
I can't remember what episode it was in, though. It was let's see. It should be.
Well, that just means that Sparky's going to have to sit down, watch them all, and find out what he can steal from
Oh
them.
yeah, it's such a horrible thing.
I know, right?
Probably in
The finale, I'd imagine.
episode 9. Yeah, it's probably in episode 9.
I still haven't watched Helsing Abridged yet.
I still need to catch up on the rest of it.
Okay, no, it's just.
That music.
What is it? Let's see who knows what it is.
See, I can't.
Oh.
Nope, that's.
Uh-oh.
Oh, Sparky. Busted.
Busted?
Yeah.
Yep.
What happened? Somebody's busted?
Yep. The camera panned out, and he had somebody looking over at him like, "You've got other things to do, Sparky."
I'm sorry, Sparky. I'm afraid I can't let you do that.
Say goodnight to your friend, Sparky. It's time to go to bed. Is that Donkey Kong I hear?
Yes. One of the spirits I'm doing right now is a high level one, and it's in 75 meters. Mario, somebody spawned with the hammer, like the legit hammer.
Yeah, I was like, that was when he had it in the Donkey Kong.
Let's see if I can do this real quick.
All right, guys, keep quiet. I'm gonna turn my speakers on. I'm gonna try to play this. See if you can hear this.
That's what you're hearing, KJ.
Yep, that's exactly what I'm hearing.
Send me forth. The moon. Release the
conflict level 0.
Yeah, that's what it was. I couldn't remember what it was, but a part of yeah, you can't play that too much. You'll definitely get struck for that.
Yeah.
I remember that from the Aqua Teen Hunger Force movie.
Oh God, really?
Aqua Teen Hunger Force movie film for theaters.
No way.
Yes, way.
What, they're actually doing that again?
No, I'm just saying that's where I remember hearing that from.
Oh,
Aqua Teen Hunger
yeah.
Force.
Aqua Teen Hunger Force, yeah, that's where it was from. Wasn't it?
Yep.
Oh man, really, Tyro? God damn it!
What do you do?
All right, so Tyro really wants me to do this premiere after Manifest Destiny for episode 21 of Why Is It Shield Hero? Okay, here's the problem. They're just now starting Manifest Destiny, an hour to 2 hours late.
Ooh.
And Gen Max, what would be the issue if I was to start the premiere for episode 21 after they get done with Manifest tonight?
Potatoes.
Okay. No. So, who remembers the Project Echo Watch
Yes.
Club?
Yeah.
Who remembers how long that was?
Oh, okay. Editing
This
hours.
episode exceeds that by 30 minutes. It's
Oh, shit.
3 hours and 10 minutes long. No, 3 hours and 20 minutes long. Excuse me.
Wolf.
So, if they run until midnight, I don't know who the fuck's gonna watch that premiere. All of it.
Oh, KG.
Yeah.
Just to show you my progress that I've been working on.
Yeah.
That's everything I've got done.
Holy crap.
And according to a friend of mine who's already completed it, there's 2 more maps to do.
Jesus.
That. Oh crap! I can't remember what that's from, but it's like
That's
it popped in from a movie or a show that I was watching. It's like, oh crap!
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pyro, god damn it! Oh, and episode 20 is already up.
Yeah.
I don't even know. I don't even know how good that did because I did not do anything to shill it. I did not stay to watch it because I was busy while it was being premiered, so it probably fell on its fucking face today. 3 views, 1 like. Yep, it fell on its face today.
No, shit happens.
Yeah.
It wasn't a very good episode anyways, and all we really did was just bitch about it. The whole
It was
time.
one of our shortest ones.
I know, that's why it was so bad. That's how bad it was.
Well, no, it wasn't that it was bad because I'm pretty sure if I was able to do Anime Watch Club last week, it would have probably been an hour and a half. But since we were trying to do 2 episodes in one day, it's like, let's quickly get through this one. And
one was still 3 hours long. Of course, we were kind of happy about that one.
Dude, there was so much of a good payoff. All right, so who knows Pania-chan?
I know of her.
Well, she was in the Discord for a time. She's actually in Antoine's Discord. She's with Gator and Frog, so she does some stuff with Antoine and myself, and they do their own thing. But they're really good diehard advocates of anime, and I actually got invited to do what they call the Gator and Frog dry-run movie. And they do it on Twitch because Twitch ain't like YouTube and will copyright strike you and flag your shit down for live streaming a full movie, which is what they did on Twitch. So they live streamed and watched both the first and second Case Closed films, movies. And I joined in and watched, and they invited me on, and I sit down, and they basically got the idea from Anime Watch Club. They got the idea from us. And it's like, cool, I'm glad. And I finally got her talked into because she's been wanting to jump in on a Shield Hero episode. And it's like, well, you gotta get caught up on it. It's like she started watching. It's like, I really think I'm gonna like this anime. And it's like, just keep watching until 21. Trust me, it's worth it. And yeah, she got to 21 and finished it. It's like, oh my god, that was so fucking good. Because she does not like feminists at all. And she doesn't like this hashtag Me Too bullshit. So she said she was actually real sad because she doesn't think bitch got enough punishment.
Yay! Somebody else who agrees with me.
She get spoilers. She gets what she deserves. We just don't think it's gotta be in the show. Because I don't think the guys show hentai-esque material in this anime. Because she basically...
Damn it, there's always room for hentai.
Oh, no.
It's going to be one of those scenarios where they end up making the hentai for it, and it's going to be canon.
Okay, Jin Max, do you want to explain this? Or you want me to?
What? Sorry.
What happened? The final comeuppance bitch gets.
Oh, in the anime, or do you want me to talk about the light novel? And
The light novel.
Okay.
The final.
Because we have, okay, in the light novel, basically, bitch just really fucked up. She was trying to basically overthrow her mom and kill everybody. She abused the heroes and got them all affected by their curses. And her mother basically, in the end, said, "Okay, you can live, but one of the heroes have to take you." And she first goes to Spear Hero. He says, "Fuck no, you get away from me, you pig!" Because his curse now is after his curse experience, he now sees all women as pigs. After he goes to Sword Hero, I can't remember what happens to him, but he's kind of
in the hospital.
No, I thought that was the Spear Hero, or the Bow Hero was in the hospital.
It's the Bow Hero.
Bow Hero's in the hospital. The Sword Hero, I don't know what happened to, but they basically all say no except for him, and it was a good thing because I think it was the Bow Hero couldn't say no, and to anybody, he basically became emotionless and just like a shell and husk of himself. And she goes to the Shield Hero, and he's just like, no, you're gonna go. And what her plan is to send her to basically known as the worst ruler of all the kingdoms. The kingdom's good, but he is the worst ruler because what he does is he takes a new wife quite a few times a year, we'll say, and his goal to do to his wives is to essentially break them as much as possible. And when I mean as much as possible, until there is nothing left of them mentally at all. All they can do is breathe, and that's it.
Wow.
And he's basically like, he's a story for princesses, for bad princesses. That if you're a bad princess, we're going to send you to him.
He's the boogeyman, basically.
Basically, he is the John Wick of the Bad Kings.
Oh no! Continue on.
It gets better. She is so desperate to get out of this, she tries to kill herself rather than be taken. At this point, she's a very survivalistic person. She'll do anything she has to survive. And in this case, she's like, fuck it, no. She's fucked up so bad, this one emperor or king says, okay, in compensation for what she's done this time, I want her. She's going to be my next wife. And even the mother's like, I don't want to do this, but I have no choice. You fucked up that bad. The mother's either like, this might be too much of a punishment, but I can't go against this or we'll be screwed. So she's basically like tries to kill herself. Her mother freezes her and says send her to the kid. They basically lock her down. They have to put a gag in her mouth to keep her from biting her tongue off so she'll die. I mean, that's how badly she's trying to die. She's trying to do anything she can to kill herself. And then, they send her, and the shield hero, Nafumi, sends, I think it's the sword hero, with a crystal that can record images. It says, I want you proof that she is dead. So use this to record everything that happens to her to make sure she dies. Because he thought it was going to be really quick. Oh, God, no, it wasn't. They recorded everything, too. And the explanation is, like the first day, she was just tortured, beaten, then healed, tortured, beaten until she broke. And then then the next day, I think by the end of it, she's basically used as an oni hole, and her limbs are cut off.
Whew.
And she is finally, when he gets tired of her, he kills her. And the shield hero watches this. I just wanted to watch her die. Why did you record the whole thing? I was like, I don't know. I just felt like, they just said they would take care of it. And then after that, the Emperor sends him more videos of other wives because he basically, and then he goes, oh God, no, I've invented porn. Torture porn. But he basically did. And it's just so bad that, oh my God, it's horrible. The worst come up, she is broken and burned and acid, and it's just bad. They heal her every time and then bring her back, and then they almost take her to death, and then they heal her back, and they do this I think it was over a month or 2 weeks to a month, I believe, in the light novel, but it was a long time that it was bad. But it is the ending, what we have right now is just a little bit of an appetizer. This is just an appetizer we got so far in the anime. If they go for the full Monty, someone's gonna have to make a hentai about it. Is what Tyro said. I don't know if I'd go for it that far, but someone's gonna at least have to write a manga about it.
Tyro's going for that hardcore.
Yeah, he's going for that. He wants at least a manga. He's hoping for the hentai. He's trying to get someone to do it for him, if that's the case. But it's going to be epic if they go that far with it. I don't think they are now, but there's still a possibility. They might not show it, but they'll hint at it. Maybe, and that's about it. But even if I'll be glad even if they don't show it. I just want to know she went through that at this point.
She has done a lot of heinous fucking acts to deserve that.
By that point, yes, she has done very many bad things. She's broken all the heroes in, starting with shield, spear, sword, and finally the bow. And she's broken them all. She goes through them like they're, her hashtag #MeToo movement is brutal. Just saying. And it's, oh my God, it's just, yeah.
But we actually didn't think that this was going to happen.
It didn't happen how I thought it would, but it did happen, so I was happy about that at least. But it's, yeah. I'm glad it did happen. Honestly, I would have been happy if it gone just slightly different, like Tyro had explained how he wished it happened. But Yeah, I'm still happy that it at least happened somewhat. Oh, and she did get tortured quite a bit. That was happy.
Mm.
I did think they would show that, but they did.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Anyways, I think now is a good point to end this. This has been quite a fun stream.
Yeah.
I guess. Well, I didn't get any new ideas. I'm pretty much just reaffirming on ideas I was going to do. And since Baby Doll's home, I get to tell her all the bad news that's happened today.
Ba-dum-bum.
So I've got to go do that. And I'm trying to find out when I'm supposed to set this fucking premiere to, because I can't set it until I know a time they're going to get done.
Fun.
Yep.
So with that, bid you farewell, everyone. Say bye, YouTube.
Bye, YouTube.
Bye, Discord. Wait, what?
Yeah, that works too.
Be live? What? Oh.